Welcome back, one and all, to Dreamworks Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and we have the wonderful members of the Peacekeepers assembled before us. How are we feeling, Peacekeepers?
Alive. However briefly.
Alive, however briefly. The vibes are immaculate here in the...
This has been the safest party, so to speak.
I don't know, Minerva's almost died several times.
I mean, almost died.
But the party as a whole, I feel
That's
hasn't
fair.
ever been in quite as dire straits as many times as some of the other parties,
That
where
is
I
an
feel like they're
excellent
constantly
point.
facing TPKs.
I think everyone's gotten a
Yeah.
good one-on-one death experience. Like Gingy, Shen, Minerth, Adora, and Valka have all had a moment of oh no, this is bad for me personally. Yeah, overall I would say
Overall,
group,
we've done pretty good.
the group vibes are immaculate.
I'm also so excited because of where we left off last session.
Oh, it's crazy because yes, last we saw you guys. You have made it all the way through the barbaric archipelagos, through the Dragon's Maw, and to the strange Isle of Burke, where a lot is happening. Indeed, you learned a little bit about some of the occupants there. Some of these, it doesn't seem that they're using dragons to the same way as you'd expect. Some of the more ferocious Vikings, you've heard tales of them, have these, strange mind-controlled dragons, Beast of Burden. Burke has a weird, strength-hate relationship with dragons. It's starting to see, you guys are noticing there's no dragons roaming about. I mean, that'd be wild and preposterous. But they keep dragons in these cages right next to the water, and they seem to let them loose almost like what we would call hunting dogs, when you guys arrived.
Oh no, that totally makes sense. Actually.
Right? Like dragon hunting dogs. But of course, meeting up with our new friend Dax, Dax the Drow, you all sailing off, have made it here, and Valka reunited with Stoic, the once thought dead husband and chief of Burke. As you are all here on Burke, a lot is happening. Vikings are going every which way, trying to keep out of it. We will cut into, though, this adventure pretty one-to-one where we left off last time. Stoic stands before you all, and all of you are off in your own kind of various states of however you're thinking. Valka obviously has a lot to think about, but I would ask for everyone, now that you're here in Burke, are there things you want to say to Stoic or say to each other or start doing now that you're actually not only on Burke but welcomed here?
I think I'm just going to sit back and observe everything that's happening.
Samesies.
Because I feel like the whole reason we were here was to find Valka's grace, but it seems like her long dead husband being alive kind of takes precedent for at least a few minutes.
Takes
Same
precedent.
kind of the priority.
They're reading
Yeah.
the proverbial town square and going, okay.
Minerva is simply very happy for Valka. And also a little worried that Stoic is a changeling because I could not tell.
He's got the anger issues.
Yes.
He's got his mind clouded with berserkism.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
With you guys then being here, Minerith, Gingy, Dax, and Adora, you can all watch Stoic and Valkyrie. Again, we literally ended with them holding each other in tears.
Nah, you know why he's not a changeling? They wouldn't have sent two to the same area. That would
They
be
want it
overkill.
inherited and born into.
Yeah, that is an excellent argument. It's
They've
too
lost
bad that
him
we
too.
don't know for sure that Hiccup is a changeling.
But we were pretty sure.
You were, what's the word I
math
want to use?
worked out.
Pretty sure because of information you got and stuff you were all trying to figure out too.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say Stoic isn't doing much besides just hugging you, Valka, right now.
Yeah, I don't think my mind's any clearer. That's where I'm at too.
Oh, good. Okay, as long as we're of accord. After then, sometime, yes, Dax.
So just in response to what people are doing, Dax is going to be knitting a sweater for Jinjin. But also, now that the Vikings aren't trying to kill us and we're kind of on the same side, Dax would actually be interested in seeing how he could help them defend their shores.
Yeah, Dax. You can easily, again, their shoreline area is pretty close to Burke itself. You're noticing this is just like a full-on crusted barnacle on a rock here of a village, to use the term. And so, like, within moments, you can find yourself at the edge of the water. Dax, you're starting to know some of the defenses of this place come in around the natural maw of the dragon's maw. Where after some time you're noticing the landscape of the ocean has these large rock teeth kind of jutting out maybe a couple miles offshore, and that's where the fog and rocks really churn up, right? You're noticing that, like, whatever strange thermodynamic reaction happening here, Burke is settled in a very, very cold point. Everything here is very frosty. But because of the changing, rather warm temperatures for some reason of the barbaric archipelagos, these warm and cool temperatures are creating fog, right? The natural cold of Burke is when these warm fronts are meeting, it's naturally creating a fog around it, and which you guys sailed through. So knowing some of that, like, oh, we're seeing that defense. But you're realizing the other big defense is out along some of these rock points are singular Vikings. Much easier to spot when you're on a clear spot of land. These Vikings have small torches with them that you're noticing have, like, these other braziers next to them where they're dipping them into substance, and the torches then become different colors. Easy enough, just passively watching whatever stuff they're using. A red fire, a classic torch must mean all clear, right? That's burning, that's all good. Every so often, there will be a flash of a very strong yellow in the fire, some chemical mixed in when they dip. That you assume the flash of yellow means we may have something. But after a moment, it flashes yellow again and then nothing. So it may be that, like, flash yellow to get the attention, but flash again to say false alarm. And that's about it for now. You assume then there may be one last color of if something big happens, they could put something else in. Again, these braziers, like, aren't really being used. They're sticking it into something next to it. So it might be that, like, whenever they stick into the actual brazier itself, a big warning signal goes off. And that's where the Vikings come in themselves. There's a lot of ships here. All of them armed to the teeth with ballistas and Vikings. But of course, these dragon pens, Dax, are what's very interesting. They are lined up very much in that, like, a dragon goes in and out one way. And to the extent of when they open, it has a latch spring mechanism to swing the door around to push the dragon out, almost like catapulting out over the water. Which makes sense because these dragons still seem very ferocious, right? They're not pets. They're not very, what we might think of in the movies, tamed. These are dragons of war, things to, the riders here are the toughest, meanest Vikings that literally strong-arm them into just point and attack. And probably only for big emergencies. So Dax, like, I'll let you ruminate on, like, okay, this seems to be the Vikings, like, general systems of alarm and protection. As Stoic will then invite you all into his home to get some food and drink for you all. As brings in, you see Stoic will not let Valka leave his side, not in any overly possessive way, but in that very natural, like, sidearm hug.
We're letting each other out of our sight for a sec.
Sitting down then at a table, Stoic will turn and open up a bit of questions to you all. Right. Now, who are all you?
Oh, let me tell.
My name is Minerith.
Never mind.
Minerith.
I'm just very
Right.
I am Adora.
Adora.
I am. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you.
I am Mordred Manor.
All right,
Do you know the Muffin Man?
right. What's the Muffin Man?
The angel that created her.
Right.
He is my
Yeah, I always mess that up because
Yeah, because technically Genji is male.
Genji is male.
You see, Sto goes, oh right, like another Valkyrie.
Not a Valkyrie, one of the other branches.
The branches. All right, you told me one time. All right. Yeah, there's more angels. How about you, small one? And he kind of like does that finger poke at you, Dax. Who are you?
I'm gonna kind of pull back just a little bit, and then go into a bow, and
Oh, should have done
I'm Dax, my lord.
Right. No ceremony. He like pulls you up out of the bow. Kind of like, and you see, this is to all of you, no ceremony. Stoic does it. Right, you have all brought my wife to you. I owe you all blood debt. That is my word and my bond. But I gotta know, and he points at you, Dax, and you, Minarith. Both of you look like you need a little more sunlight. Seems like you've been very... Like, because, I mean, Drow are naturally that beautiful, like, very, like, dark opaline skin. And Minarith, as a Aetherborn, kind of like that shimmer off some of that artwork we've seen. So he's kind of pointing at you, he's like, right, like, you're definitely not... I mean, one of you's a cookie. You look pretty human, but what about you two?
I come from the stars and from an angel, apparently.
Aye.
That was new.
Valkyrie. She's a Valkyrie, too.
I kind of lean over to
The daughter of another angel who is also not a Valkyrie.
Aye.
The moon.
Oh, you're from the moon. So you two, and he points at Dax and Minarith, so you're both moon children.
Are you?
No,
Are you my
well,
brother?
you see, I come from below.
from the Underdark.
Right.
I'm
You
from
made it sound like you only had
down
the one, and then
Oh!
the
I
stop.
would be very
Right.
concerned.
You're one of those,
Pretty sure it's only you.
you're not trolls and you're not rats, but I know about you people. Yeah, you're down below. We don't have those, any real spots in the barbarics, but I seen them once upon a time. Sailing out old time with my adventuring crew. Yeah, no, alright, get it. Alright, so you're from below, you're a cookie, you're a child of the moon, and you are...
It's gonna be easier if you think I'm a human.
She's from the attic of everything.
Alright, now let's take a moment.
There's
You tell me it'll be easier for me to just pretend I think you're a human. Now that implies that you're not human, and that would be very rude of me to just assume that. Are you not human?
Hey, so if Gingy was made from an angel
Right.
and Minith made from another angel, think of them as sub races of like, because there's Valkyries and there's, you know, cookie people, there's Minariths.
Right,
people.
you're telling
I'm
me.
like not, and so it's like, so I'm from another branch.
Stoic, very serious. Okay,
She's
so
a Valkyrie.
angels.
And
There are Valkyries,
That was easier.
and there are somehow other angels, and these other angels, their kids are human-looking, you-looking, and cookie-looking.
There's also a tomato apparently. 2 tomatoes.
Stop it.
Right,
Stop
there are
it right
tomatoes!
now.
Hold on!
Stop
Stop
overhead.
Stop overhead!
Uriel's children are an exception because he didn't have them like you two were born. He created creations to be cookies
yeah, I
and
guess I was
vegetables
born.
and whatever.
I guess for context, because I was in a
I'm gonna message
different
you.
dimension that I had a different timetable.
When are we going to talk to him about your grace?
As soon as all this gets
So-
over with.
so-
I will
To
Right.
pull the point into that,
Alright,
I
so
am
you were
essentially
born,
I
born,
think I actually do a
made.
gesture because I'm like losing it.
Hey, I'm technically
Alright,
older
you're
than the
good
existence
then.
of this earth itself. I
Oi!
don't know that. It feels like it's been a month. You know what I mean?
Right, you sure you're not Valkyries? Like, that seems
I
like
asked
pretty...
Malcolm if that was easier to call.
Alright, yeah, that was my thought too. Alright, well, welcome, Dax
You don't think
from
this
the
is gonna help,
Underdark, Minarith of the Moon, Adora of the Attic, and Gingy of the Muffin Man.
I mean, your planet has a name, doesn't it?
The planet I'm from is called Etheria.
Planet. Oh,
Yes.
alright. Now
Okay.
Valkyrie has
Ooh.
something to
You
say.
could have
I
said
think.
place. You could have said place.
Valkyrie.
you could have said place, you said planet. There is a big
I'm
difference.
trying to. That's.
You
you
are
see
already
why?
Stoic's in no way stupid. Like he is very like, but you see like this man is having to like kind of like Dax with the whole
I was
like
gonna
here's
say,
the
just
universe.
Like Dax.
Stoic is having another like I've never once had to think about like all these things, and
Yeah,
this is
the
a
stars
lot.
up there, different worlds.
I think we should talk
Right?
about
No, the
that
stars
one.
are the blood of the gods and Valkyries in glorious battle, though.
Yes, and
Adora read out a book on Improv. No.
Right. No. Okay. Yes.
So-
And all right. So the bloods of gods became stars and more. No, honestly, I get that. Okay. You're made from a man and you're a cookie. You are from the Underdark. You're from the moon and you're from another planet.
another. Okay.
All right. Oy. And he turns to Valka. When did the world become so confusing?
Couple months ago. I'm trying to like do the mental math from when we had the vision and just given
The
that
night
time
the
frame.
moon turned red.
Oh, I
That was
know
about
we
it.
saw that. Grimmel sent men. So it was a sign from Odin that we are displeasing them. We've had problems ever since. No, but we're. Aye.
So how do we explain to him that it's actually a sign of the end time?
Well, that night.
He'll be confused that the moon is dead. So we're just
That
gonna
night
skip
we
that.
were brought together by a shared vision given by Meredith's father, actually.
Angel or non-angel?
Angel.
Angel, right.
Mother was.
Right.
Okay, alright.
Who explained that the apocalypse is happening, Ragnarok. However, there are.
Alright. You say. you just. Okay, Ragnarok's happening. That's why the moon's bloody fucking red. I believe it. Keep going. Okay, no.
There are
That's-
other gods.
Right, no, I knew that one. No, right.
The
Like that.
problem being, they've all got their different views on how Ragnarok or the
Oh, right,
apocalypse
it's
should
like the
happen.
Vesir and Aesir. I mean, they don't fucking get along. I assume other gods. No, I've met people who channel the powers of their deity. No, alright, that. Got it.
So,
Got it.
every pantheon is currently fighting over how it's going to go down.
Aye?
And there's also the hells involved
Yeah.
with some of the
Heavens.
more major gods and
So
and
we're
the
talking
angels.
in Ragnarok. Is Hela trying to free Loki? Is that?
No,
Oi.
hells as in the lower planes of existence, the enemies of the angelic races.
Okay. No. I remember you told me this once. Yep. All right. Oh. All right. Do y'all drink? Do y'all like drink? Cause I want to drink. You see, Stoic is
Please.
bringing over a giant like barrel, and when I say barrel, I don't mean wine barrels, which are that like 1 foot, 2 foot size. This is a full like 6 foot by 5 foot barrel. He is plonking on the table and starting to take a small dagger and gouge holes in the side of and give you all tankers. Right? No.
Meredith had a great idea, sir. That it's essentially the attic and the basement are fighting over what's happening on the first floor of the house, and some people who have never been to the first
Just
floor of the
wanna
house
burn it all
and
down.
don't know what the issues are just want to burn the whole house down. And
Right.
so we're here saying, why are we burning down the house in the
Right.
first
You know,
place?
keep that. That's going to save you a little time. There are people that are not as good as me with this. No, that's perfect. That's the same.
That did work.
That's the same.
That's what I told you.
That's the same.
Okay.
Attic and basement, and the people on the first floor are wondering why we're fine. I like it. Right.
Also, I'm gonna start mixing up the hangover cure. I see that huge barrel. Like, I'll have this ready.
Yes. As he gives like Dax, Minarith, Adora, Valka, all these big mugs. He turns to Gingy, looks at Gingy as a cookie, shuffles around in his kitchen, eventually comes back with a straight up like
Thimble?
walnut,
Oh,
and you see he cracks it in half and just like
Very
bit
tough
jagged.
though.
So it's like a little bowl for.
Little, it's like drinking out of a bowl, but I should say these tankers are like gallon sized
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
Oh, I'm
Guys,
down. Let's go.
Cookie alcohol would just be pure vanilla extract because it's vanilla soaked in alcohol, like vodka. That's cookie alcohol.
No.
You're telling me my cookies
Rum
are-
extract.
Rum
extract.
extract.
I think
No,
rum,
different
most
versions. Rum and
extract,
vanilla
yeah. I
extract.
mean, you can even get cinnamon extracts, which
But
are
like
just
that's how
Fireball.
you have
That's
the different
alcohol
drinks.
for cookies.
Yeah.
All right.
That's-
Well, now
sorry,
that we've
sorry,
solved
I
cookie
got it.
alcohol,
Sorry.
that's all the time we have for today, kids.
God made you special!
And he
I'm
loves you very
sorry.
much. No, as you were all getting drinks,
Oh yeah, did he tell you about that part of Sunday?
We'll get there in a second. That is, though, as Stoic drinks with you all. Right, so you've all come here. Why? I mean, you said after this time, Valka, there was something you were needing up here.
Do you remember there was a part of myself I had to give up to be able to be here with you?
You're right. When I proposed, you cut it out. I think Valka, as he says that portion of your memory faded, now kind of resurfaced. Again, your memories, unlike some people, aren't stolen. They are very much just so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that, like, yes. Okay, that makes sense.
So the problem being, one of my brothers found it apparently and started making them out of it. And I kind of like pointed at Gingy.
Yeah.
The problem being, all of heaven and hell now knows he has it, and especially if the demons get hold of it, they'll create a race of monsters that can just destroy everything and everyone. And he is currently running from both sides with no support. I'm not sure how long he can stay hidden. We don't even know where he is, but we need to find him and see if there's any way I can make that irrecoverable so no one else can use it.
Right. So we're tracking down your grace. Right. When do we leave?
We?
Right. I also
Just,
want
like,
to never
leans over,
losing
like,
you
really
again.
drunk, like, that's a relationship goal.
Yeah, she just like kisses him.
Kiss him. Stoic kiss you back. As you kiss Minarith, you behind you. Have I come at an awkward time?
Oh, it's your dad.
Gabriel?
As he looks at you, Minarith turns to the rest of you. We have much to discuss.
I say so.
He said the bare minimum, sweetheart.
He said, oh, that's so sad. No, he said my name. That's the bare minimum of a parent. That's not even the bare minimum. That's something anyone could do. Oh, Lonnie, you're making me sad with your character.
Progress is progress.
Progress is progress.
Win is a win, people! Unless they're picked.
You see, Gabriel looks at all of you as he suddenly focuses on Dax. You see Dax, this man with shocking white hair and marble eyes, goes, "Who are you?"
He's new.
He said he saw the sun, but he won't tell us if that's Raphael or some metaphor because he doesn't know.
And just confirming, he's not my brother.
Who are you? He's not your brother.
Good.
I only sired one mistake. And you see, he says mistake. He does not mean it like that. That is like the title for him. Like that's yep.
That's okay.
Yes, Dax. Sorry, yeah. Gabriel is though looking at you, curious.
You have to tell him
I'm
this.
going to kind of bow again. I'm new.
All right, it's a pleasure to meet you, new.
No, his name is Dax.
No, sorry.
A new addition to the.
My name is Dax.
Ah,
I'm from the Underdark,
You see Adoram
the Suez.
pipes up a little bit and goes, Shen betrayed us.
she, Gabriel. I know. I was there.
I know.
Dax. All right. Can we trust you, Dax?
I just poured another two.
Yes, I believe so. I've been sent here on a mission from the sun to come and help these. Though it seems I am in company that's far superior to my own abilities.
Raphael did not send you.
Good to know, so not him.
He didn't. I did not catch his name. Just the sun.
The sun?
I swear, it's freaking Zephyr.
I
Jesus.
It could be. He doesn't exist in
I
Dreamworks.
know, I'm just being so
you see Dax though. Gabriel seems to like kind of absolve this in his mind. Says, "Okay, kind of maybe internally, we don't have much, but you all need to understand that we've made a breakthrough." Gabriel holds up a piece of paper, and on it is a strange, very Celtic-looking knot. You will realize though, Celtic, yes, in that like, oh yes, the swirl. The runes upon it and the metal inside of it do not look Celtic. They look Old, and Arabic.
Don't know what any of those.
A few of the champions have finally located the location of Enochian amulets. These are old amulets that were made. They completely hide you from any sight and sound of anything of heaven or hell.
On the subject of hiding, are you aware of the Uriel situation? I'm not sure we've had a chance to talk since figuring that out.
You see he opens his mouth and something can't come out.
Oh, nod once for yes, nod twice for no.
He can't move his head up or
Well,
down.
now we know he
Bound by
can't talk
Michael?
about it.
What?
Are you bound by Michael?
Doesn't move his head, doesn't blink, doesn't say a word.
Okay.
You probably need to take that as a yes.
I
Again-
think I'll take that as we should solve it ourselves and maybe not bring it up.
I mean, who's Uriel? I mean,
As you see, Gabriel looks
Wait,
at
I'm
you all.
not that dumb!
not that time! Who's Adora? Not that dumb!
The problem is this will take time. You won't have your items when you go, and be aware apparently magic is iffy there.
Okay.
He snaps his fingers, and you see appearing behind Gabriel is a strange man in a tall blue pointed hat.
I immediately draw my
Stars and moons all around him. He's like, "Woo! Yeah, let's fight!" As roll initiative just against Merlin, 1-on-1.
Oh my
Is
god.
it freaking Desanya Merlin?
No.
No, this is Dremore Merlin, but again,
But
same
they're all
line.
Merlin.
5 to his 12. Adora, Merlin goes, as Merlin is going to not even use his magic, he's going to try to grapple you, just like full hog tie you. Oh, holy shit, that's
Can I
7.
make a strength check?
Yeah, no, it's in opposed athletics.
Cool.
Merlin makes a 17 as Adora, you pull sword, he goes, woo! And just jumps at you.
That's pretty dang
Oh
good.
my gosh,
Can
Nat
you
one!
Adora is suddenly hogtied on the table, sword to the side, like, yes! It's been a while since we tussled with one of the first ones. Still got it! Still got it! Who you start bite your back! He starts biting you. You see,
Who is this?
I don't
Gabriel
know.
just watches Adora and Merlin bite each other. This is Merlin, one of the more powerful mages. He is how we will be getting the Enochian
I immediately
amulet.
stop and I look. He's like, I have a question for you.
Yes! Right away!
Do you know Madame Raz?
As he thinks about it, he's like, depends. I met 4 of them. 2 X's, 1 not, and 1 of them. Is she the one that really is into anime?
What is anime?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Sorry, after
guys
was
are
me
breaking the
metagaming.
world.
Sorry. No, I don't know. Etheria, Madame Raz,
Probably, but we don't have time. Angels are currently hunting my ass. Now, you see Merlin looks at you all.
Can we rest before we get bamfed into an encounter?
No need! As he is putting out tendrils of light, Dax, Gingy, Minarith, Adora, and Valka. I have to make a pure luck check if Merlin's clued in enough to include Stoic. As he is just going off of probably what Gabriel told him. It's a nat 2. Merlin does not think
I
to
wanted to
include
reroll
Stoic.
it.
Oh,
Oh!
using an augur point. Merlin will look at you. Ooh, bit of divination magic. As he can sense that. That's a 6.
Dang it!
You see Merlin sits there, better than a
That's
2.
incredible,
Can I
though, that
point
he
at
just
Stoic?
keeps rolling badly.
Yeah. Mhm. What?
him too.
Not good at nonverbal. As all of you feel
Oh my
Gabriel starts glowing, and you all see Gabriel's soft glow starts funneling off into the back of Merlin's hand. As each finger point tendriling out to become a spark around you, swirling with magic, the last things you hear Merlin say, remember, try not to kill too much or you'll ruin up the timeline. And if for any reason you think someone's following you, just call my name, I can take you out immediately. Tick, 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 tick. As the sound of a clock slowly stops. And then starts ticking in reverse, going tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tick, tick.
Can I not be hog tied?
You watch yourself unfurl Hog Tiger as Merlin goes back, Stoic moves around. The world starts going faster and faster in reverse until finally you are not in Burke. as you all find yourselves appearing in a strange manner, the first thing that every one of you will notice is that you do not have any of your items or weapons.
I need clarification. You say manor like ER or manor as in house?
Manor as in house.
Okay, cool.
Just being casually punted through time and space.
Casually punted. A big old manor in front of you. The sun is mid-set. Darkness swirling around you. The last things you hear echoed through Gabriel throughout time. Find an amulet for each of you. Once you have amulets, simply call Merlin's name, and we will bring you back.
Okay, amulets. Amulets. Not a big fan of this Merlin guy if he's just gonna bamf us places.
He doesn't seem quite right in the head.
Not really. Also, I know I tried biting him, but he's the one who started it. He's the one who's
And
on there.
I start looking around for that whole like Breath of the Wild scavenge weapons vibes of like
Yeah.
I feel naked.
Can
Yeah,
I do
Valka.
a perception check for
Don't
any
give me-
danger first?
Sure. I will say, Minarith, if you want a perception check, Valka, give me an investigation. Like, you don't have your weapons.
Megan, you just gave me more flashbacks to that
17.
trial.
17.
All
The only thing you
Oh,
guys
one of-
currently
yes.
have, the only thing you guys currently have is your armor and clothing. Spell
At least
components,
we're good.
everything seems pretty gone right now.
Armor is helpful.
Good thing my magical focus is my tattoo.
Same with how Gingy's is his gumdrop buttons. Yeah, so like,
Oh, hey!
17 investigation and a question.
17 investigation.
Hey, we both have
2 17s.
Cool.
On the perception, far before you, around these grounds are high hedges. Some 6, some 4 feet, but all these tall, thick, overgrown hedges. The manor before you is raised up maybe a few feet, stone steps leading up to it. The windows are dark, some curtains pulled, some not. As behind you on a 17, Minarith, there is in wrought iron something in Old English. Now, I'll say on your passive history, it's decent enough being a sorcerer. The Old English seems to say, the estate and manor of Sir Mordred, Esquire, Knight of the Round Table.
Maynard has no idea, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think Mountain Party just got some lore on that, but we don't.
On a 17, Valka, I will use my little pings. Somewhere off here, you're noticing the hedges aren't too high, but there are statues with what look to be like weapons or poses, like knights and warriors of the past.
Are the weapons that made out of stone?
Stone, but like something that even made out of stone would be better than nothing. Of like, well, that's a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Should we stick together or split up?
I think we should sit
What's up?
together.
Where's the other objective that you're going for?
I don't know.
I'm
don't know.
also a little bit worried that the statues are not statues, but simply sleeping.
You know, I'm just freaked out. And you see, like, Adora does this thing, and then, like, a ball of light appears in her hands, and she goes, "That's new. That's
Part of your level 7 stuff.
new."
Yeah.
What's that?
So I have a
don't
question.
know.
When you say we
Eleanor
have our
knows, so
armor,
this
does
is-
that include
For the
shields,
first
or should I
time,
like unequip
because she
it so
doesn't
I'm not
have
getting
her
Uh,
swords, a lot
that
of her
includes
tap into
shields.
magic.
Just needed
It's-
to know.
Because she's
right?
had light, lesser
Weapons,
restoration of daylight. So it's
basically
very
to give you the
much
idea of
like a-
chronomantically being pushed through time, most of your items either don't exist or exist in other places. Adora and Velka, your swords are
Very much
in use right now, right? Spell components haven't been invented. The closest Merlin can get is like, okay, obvious like armor, clothing, shields, things that are like very much like on you. Merlin can kind of tie to you, but it's very tough to do so.
Alright, let's go.
I
I
kind of
don't like the
send
fog
the
of war.
light-
Why can't we see?
I
Is it
send
like
the
dark?
light
Is it
forward.
actually foggy?
You want to
Like-
go straight forward?
Does the light have to always touch my hand? can I send it
I
forward?
believe it has to touch your hand if it's the new ability stuff.
It's the cantrip. Basically, it's the stuff I've had since the beginning, but I haven't
Oh,
used
right,
it
oh,
because
right.
in my mind, she's always had her swords.
Mhm.
So I'm not allowing her to tap into it now that, you know.
If this is the light cantrip, you can cast light onto an object to give it a little bit of light.
Hey man, do you have a looking object?
Let me check. I'm worried that that's Miguel.
I guess I'll take a stone from the ground and transfer the bones of that so that, you know, logistically it's sort of...
What level spell is locate object?
Is it like 2?
I think so.
It is a level 2
I
spell.
can trade that with comprehend languages. No,
Yeah.
that's first level. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, if it's second level 2 day, because that, oh yeah, your timer would have just finished. Well, plus you're technically in the past, so allowed.
Just because I'm thinking looking object for the amulets.
I will trade it with Misty Step for now.
That's a tough trade.
I know.
But again, you can always trade back. That's part of the ability. It's just got that cooldown.
Yeah.
You divine the futures and realize, yes, the path forward is best with a locate object.
Okay.
Minrith, you have locate object. As the 5 of you here, what would you like to do with locate object, or do you want to start pressing slowly forward?
Should we look for an amulet or weapons? I'm guessing amulet.
I mean, my worry is that we'll meet some sort of something guarding the way to the amulets, and I might like go weapon in hand before that.
We
I
know that
looked up
there are
on this
weapons
one.
on the statues. Do we want to try and take this
Yes.
weapons from there?
Very much so.
I'd be down to try that.
Alright.
Oh, I don't know if you ever answered. Are we still the like fresh from battle? Like we have low hit points and are missing our stuff?
You all, again, chronomantically, are completely long rested. All your spell slots, all your hit points.
Hey, Captain.
Because Merlin has put you in a time. It's that very much he is acting against the natural order of things as magic states. You are technically all long rested and healed, just in a time where, yeah, technically it makes sense because you haven't fought in the past yet, but like it's because you don't exist now. Because all
I
that.
haven't fought in the past yet.
Haven't fought in the past yet. As you all move forward, you decide to check out the weapons. Moving towards the foggy
What time
bushes.
of day is it?
This is sunset. As
Right,
night
you did
is,
say that.
it is quickly becoming very dark outside. Moving forward into this first hedge, there is a hooded statue holding a stone great sword.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Really?
Do you want it?
Obviously, but you.
You see the door starts walking to the next statue.
Just the one in front of you.
Yeah.
So
I'll
Dora,
let Valga have this one.
You walk forward. I'll kind of move.
I'll walk forward with her so that we're not splitting up
Too much.
Yeah, Dora didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I was very worried.
You guys walk forward. Valka, go ahead and give me an athletics check to kind of break out the stone. Adora, the statue up here, I'll move you one back. This one seems to be of a wizard. Doesn't seem to be holding any big weapons, as this one has like robes and everything. And the more you look at it, the more you swear this is that old man that was biting you earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes. Yeah.
Valka, what'd you get for your athletics?
23.
23. Beating the DC, you now have a non-magical greatsword.
Thank you.
Can I make
So
an
just
arcana check to
2d6.
see if there's anything magical about this statue
Actually,
I
I
can steal?
would like to cast Identify. I have that once per day.
Never mind,
Do
that
you want
instead.
ritual cast it?
Yeah. No, I have it once per. I'm
Oh.
a magic initiate wizard thing.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
I have that once per day
Once per day, you use Identify.
on the statue.
As
because I'm-
Identify goes
He's
off,
alive.
this statue is made in effigy of Grand Master Merlin, the mage and confidant of Arthur, King of Camelot. This was made and polished after Merlin's death more than 24 years ago.
How many times has Merlin died? This Merlin specifically. This Merlin specifically?
Oh my.
Um,
Are there any spells affecting this?
there are thankfully no spells affecting the statue.
But there's nothing
Um,
cool with the statue.
Valka, for you and Gingy and Dex, do you want to head towards another statue, or
Well, Gingy's tiny. Is there just like a shard of rock or something I can break off for Gingy that's like, oh no, there's like a pointy piece that was like hair.
With
or
your
something.
investigation, now this is
Oh,
actually
okay.
pretty well kept grounds. This isn't
Okay.
any disrepair, thankfully. As you
Makes
do
me
so,
more uneasy.
yeah, Adora, Minorith, do you guys want to head for another statue
So
yet?
there's nothing in that statue we can steal?
This one, no, unfortunately. You're
Okay,
gonna have
next
to
one.
look next one. Here's what we'll do,
Makes
because
sense, 'cause he's a
you
man,
guys can
so why would
kind
he
of see
pick
each other.
another
Again,
weapon?
vision gets a little
And
obscured
I'm
when you're
going to
going.
call out. No, I'm just gonna do message because I'm close enough. To the rest of the group. The statues are not sleeping. They're just statues.
Here's what you'll notice. For Valka, Dax, and Gingy, the statue with you guys does seem to be of another knight. Not with the robes like last one, more of a traditional knight. In one hand does seem to have a long sword, and the other one does seem to have a dagger.
Mhm.
Kind of like dagger, point down towards the ground, sword against back in that pose. Adora Minorith, this statue up here actually does seem to have a pretty nice stone great axe that's like kind of wheeling like back of his neck if you guys want that one.
I think you could do well with an axe.
Valka, would you like to try to get the dagger or longsword for Dax? And Adora, do you want a great axe? I think fighters, you should have the
They have
proficiency.
in everything.
Oh, I should say, technically Dax can't have the longsword because it's a martial, but he could have the dagger if you want to try to help break that off for him.
Yeah,
Technically,
'cause I was
he
gonna
could
say-
have the longsword. He just wouldn't have proficiency.
Oh, that's true. Well, but part of also if he tries to wield without proficiency, he starts losing access to them being able to do his other spells and other stuff. Because it's that like when you try to do stuff with non-proficient armors and weapons, it can start to like because then you're having to use your hands. It's not like armor. It's like you're wearing it and it's off for disadvantage. Using weapons you're not proficient in for a spellcaster kind of sucks because then it's like, well, now I can't do my spells.
Fighters have proficiency.
Go
with weapons.
go nuts on that. Gingy, yes. Did you have a question?
So as we were walking by, going through the hedges, Dax wanted to investigate the trees as we passed them.
Yes.
They're awakened trees.
I like it. He can definitely do so. Yeah, just we'll make an investigation check for him using his character sheet or when he gets back, because that'll be helpful. So Adora and Valkus, athletics checks to take these weapons here real quick.
21.
21 just gets it. So Valka, you're able to grab this dagger for Dax, just something of like, hey, this is a proficient weapon, this works.
19.
19 doesn't beat the DC 20, unfortunately, for most of these stone weapons.
Can I try again?
You can try again, but as you go for the stone axe, the statue turns.
Dang it!
Sorry, give me more wit!
Need you all to roll initiative as a giant stone-looking minotaur.
I checked the
is
wrong
here.
statue.
Check the wrong statue.
At least it's not all of them.
Dax, on a
Considering you checked
22,
at least one.
Can you imagine if we had to fight
I will
one
say,
by one?
Dax, you are not surprised. 22 does beat the check needed. Looking
That's
through the
massive.
tree line. No, he rolled for it.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh,
Dax,
he was just
some of the
messing
tree line looks 5, but you notice as Adora and Minorith are trying to pull the great axe off of the statue's hands, you notice the head start turning almost 180 around to look at Minorith and Adora. So, everyone please roll initiative.
12.
So here we go. 12 for Minorith.
I don't think he's into
Valka, what'd you get?
10.
10. Dax, that's a lovely 6, but don't worry, you're not surprised. Adora, what did you get?
12.
12, another 12. Gingy, what did you get for initiative? Oh,
Sorry, my opposite.
no worries. Valka, what'd you get?
For initiative?
Yeah.
10.
Oh, wait, I already asked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, because Gingy's just, yeah, the app's being weird. Okay, and then we have to roll for the Minotaur-looking statue. Uh-oh.
This is 17 for Gingy.
17, Gingy. Now, here's what's crazy about D&D. You can have a surprise round for the majority of the party, but when your Minotaur rolls a natural 1 for a +0 on initiative,
Dang.
basically nothing else is going to happen besides Dax. You get to go before the Minotaur.
Okay, so all I've seen so far is the Minotaur turning around It looks like it's going to attack my friends.
Yes, like very much that like Adora, as Adora's realizing like, uh-oh, wait a second, the axe is, he's holding the axe, it's not just on the stone. You're realizing that like, wait, it's about to attack. So surprise, 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 as all of you are surprised, you can't take action or reaction, but now, Dax's turn.
I'm going to first off call out and let everybody know the Minotaur is moving.
Excellent.
And
Appreciate that.
And you have a stone dagger now.
Yes, Dax, Valka was able to get you a stone dagger.
Right, okay. Where am I on the map?
Dax, you are ringed in gold here, my little drow token, right here. Because it was that, like, the group splits, like, we're just checking some statues, so you, Valka, and Gingy were in the lower section.
Okay. I think I'm going to use my turn to quickly run over to Adora because she's the closest one and try to pull her, very much just kind of like jerk her out of the way of the falling axe.
I love it. That's super smart, Dax. And I will say, again, with the surprise condition actually helping you, Adora, you're like that, uh-oh, that axe is attached to someone. Dax, you are able to pull an ally using some of the rest of your again, so like your movement is running over and pulling Adora, getting her out of the line of this great axe coming down hard. Super smart. Good action there too. Any other bonus action you want to try though?
I don't think I have any good bonus actions right now.
Okay.
So I think that's really it.
No worries. That is such a smart turn as the Minotaur takes its turn. Because indeed, it was doing that step forward, slam down its axe. I'm going to roll with disadvantage against Adora because my dude missed.
Good job, Dax.
Here we go. That is... Well, I'm not going to bother rolling for disadvantage because my first roll's a nat 1.
Yeah.
So indeed, Dax cracks the ground, splits that like seam open as the axe goes down. Thunderous boom shakes the earth here as that's the Minotaur's full action. That's its turn. It doesn't have a lot really to go on. That brings us to the top of the order. That will bring us to Gingy's turn. Gingy, as Dax pulls the door thankfully out of the way, surprise round all finishing up, so everyone's got all their stuff back now. Gingy, what would you like to do?
We don't have spell components.
You don't have spell components, but you and Minorith, thankfully, your arcane focuses are part of you. Minorith's is in her tattoo, and yours are in your gumdrop buttons right now. So thankfully, it's like you two are spellcasters that still have access to a lot of your spells.
We are very lucky.
You got very lucky, as again, some parties didn't have that, and it was a lot of like, ooh, what are we gonna try? So you have access basically to whatever you need, Gingy.
Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and bless everybody.
Woo! Love to see it. Bless goes off. Everyone feeling the bless as that sweet gumdrop sugary scent enters your nose. Gingy, you hold concentration on that. Is there anywhere you want to move also, Gingy, just with your movement right now?
No.
Gotcha. So, smart, staying a little bit behind, but again, that range on Bless, easily getting all your friends here. That brings us to Minor's turn with Adora on deck.
Great. I don't think I want to cast slow because that's a really high level spell compared to some of the others I've
It's
got.
a big one, yeah.
But dang it, I don't know Arthurian legend as Minorith. Oh.
If you want to make an action history check on the names and stuff you I'd allow.
Oh, you're still doing.
Mhm.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I have decent history. Why not?
It's an action really
Oh,
at this
it's
point
not as
because it's
easy
a
as I thought it was.
lot.
14.
14.
But bless.
Adding bless. Yep, this is bless applicable.
16.
16. Starting with the DC 15, it's kind of a ranked DC 15. Mordred, Knights, Round Table,
Merlin, Arthur.
Camelot. Like, it kind of clicks in. Yes, back in the third age of the world, there was a place known as Camelot that had a king that was really popular, but then everything kind of fell apart. The king had Merlin as his... Oh, that old man. That was Merlin, but this... My identify said Merlin died. So this is Mordred, one of King Arthur's knights. And Mordred, this knight, back in history where Merlin sent us, he must have these Enochian amulets. Don't remember too much about that, unfortunately, but it's that, like, okay, got it. Like, you're no longer in the dark of, like, oh, this is a Camelot thing. This is back our ancient history.
This statue, the one that just came to life, did it have a plaque that had a name or anything?
It does have a plaque beneath it.
What does it say?
The plaque beneath it says, the Lady Morgana Le Fay,
Of course it's that.
advisor of Arthur. You realize that the statue that once was here has been broken away, as whatever Lady Morgana used to stand here, that statue is gone. As this statue, Minrith, on your turn now, being in close proximity, your passive perception will now allow you, around this creature's neck is one of the amulets.
Oh? I want to check to see if Mage Hand is an action. It is an action.
It is an action. Again, this bigger action of,
That's
like,
interesting,
history
because
check.
her locate object wasn't pulling her in this direction.
Didn't
I
cast it
haven't
yet.
cast it yet.
Oh.
Because we were going to go for the weapons first,
I
so
see.
I didn't
It was that
want
thought,
to-
let's go for that. This thing's got an amulet on its neck. It wasn't a statue, it was planted here.
I will
That's
just
wild.
message to everyone. There's an amulet around its neck.
So
grab it.
you tell the party, like, hey, one of the amulets on the neck. So now everyone's aware that the amulet's
And I
here.
would like to come behind it so that I'm offering flanking advantage.
Unfortunately, you are not a large
Oh, 'cause
creature
it's
yet,
big.
so
It's
you
a
would
big
need
boy.
at least. This is a big boy.
I tried!
But Minrith, no, super smart though of the history check and letting everyone know about the amulet, because Adora, that is your turn. As again, Dax probably saving your life, dragging you out of the
Yeah.
way. Adora, what would you like to?
Adora's like flattered, but also like
Valka, you're on deck.
Thank you.
is like, oh yeah, this dude doesn't know. Like it's like like not if my defense was a number, it'd be 20. You know what I mean? But he doesn't know that, and so Adora appreciates the gesture regardless, and like kind of claps him on the back and goes, "Thanks. I'm gonna make an athletics check to try and while his axe is in the ground to vault off it, and basically
Ooh, clever.
ride on his shoulders to get the net to get the amulet."
I like it. Yeah, make me the athletics check to run up the axe, try to vault up on in there.
Just to kind of, well, not up.
Right now
but
he's but around the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a 19 gonna make it?
19 will make the DC. You would you like to then action? It's a sleight of hand versus his sleight of hand to
Absolutely.
grab the necklace. So Adora, you run up as all of you close in on this
Probably
creature.
more dexterous than a statue, hopefully.
Hopefully, here we go. Your DC.
Probably, hopefully. I have a +2.
Ooh, that was low. That was only an 8. Oh no, excuse me, 12.
So I could be a 12.
DC 12.
That is 12 plus 2, baby.
14.
Plus that
Remember
plus.
your bless.
Oh. Thanks, JJ. Plus 3.
So,
So
17 to 12. Adora runs up the axe, quickly, like, riding this statuesque bull. You pull off the amulet quick and fast as this creature roars in anger and is getting ready to buck and attack you. Does not like that you took the amulet. Go ahead now, though. Please roll me a D100 as you now have the amulet in your hands.
Real.
Yes, as Elle has seen this one
I've
shot.
played this one shot with the Monday campaign.
Everyone gets a chance.
60.
60.
Yeah.
Adora, as you look at this amulet, this is not the same type of amulet. You're now noticing the runes are not Arabic. They are scrawled. They're just chicken scratch.
I knew it.
I
As
put it gently back on his
this
head.
creature had an amulet on it, but it was not real.
I put it back on his head and I pat him on the head like, nice bull.
Nice ball. Still getting ready to attack you, though.
This is a full person.
Yeah, no, I do tell my party though it's a fake.
It's a fake. Valka, that's you with Dax on deck. Valka.
Alright, so we know the amulet's a fake, so there's no benefit there.
No, it's a fake, but with Adora now successfully on the bull's back and Valka and Minarth behind, there is a slight advantage from flank now.
Oh, good. By slight advantage, do you mean a mechanical advantage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mechanically, yes.
Do you
Right
mean
now.
legit?
It sucks because I'm afraid immediately using this stone sword against sword, I'm gonna break it, but like, I'll try. I have advantage.
Valka,
Yeah,
you run up.
is it made of
'cause
stone still?
Still made of stone. Everything seems pretty stone-like.
Yeah, so I really don't want to immediately destroy the weapon I just found, but 9 + 6, 15?
15 does hit. This is, instead of slashing, this is bludgeoning damage for purposes of it's stone. It's not sharp.
That's 11. Wait, plus my modifier. 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Now,
Nice
here's what's
job.
fun, Valka. 14 bludgeoning doubles to 28 as you slam through, crack against the rib cage. The stone facade, almost like paper mache, breaks away and reveals a full skeleton structure inside the creature.
That's so fun! Like, I hate that it's a phase 2, but I love how it's a
not
phase 2.
technically a true skeleton, or not technically a true statue. It's actually a skeleton inside.
Plastered over with.
Plastered
I
over.
love that! That's so
Interesting.
fun and
We should
clever.
really do sidewalk work. Honestly, it'd be great for
Sidewalk.
portfolio.
As the second attack from Valka coming off. Again, Dax still on deck as Valka showing now everyone, wait, it's a skeleton inside.
Natural 15.
Natural 15 still is going to hit.
A minute went by.
12 doubles to 24. Valka, on both of your attacks, this thing looks horribly bloodied
Good job,
on death's
Valka.
door. As again, realizing that, like, you guys actually did a smart thing. Oh, we got stone weapons that deal bludgeoning, because most things it would be immune to, being a skeleton. Because
So
it's
clever.
not alive. Clever
so
stuff,
cool.
guys.
We are lucky punks.
You are lucky punks.
we
You
are.
gotta love it.
Thank
And you
you
didn't even
for-
have to have a goat to deal with this creature. We'll get to that later. A goat.
Wait, was that you guys? Something that you did?
Dax, that is your turn then, my friend. As Valka slams twice against this with stone sword, looks very bloodied on death's door. Or bony?
Rubble.
Rubbled.
Okay.
He didn't have the right ceiling.
In that case, I think
Yeah.
So we know that this amulet was fake.
Yes.
So I would actually like to. Whoa. I think I want to leave and go look at other statues.
Gotcha.
He's like,
If
they
it-
got this.
I guess it would get an opportunity attack on me, though, right?
Yes, because you're in its range, he might roll. Dax, as you try to leave, that is a synthetic 21. The great axe comes down hard. Oof, Dax, that is 21 points of damage. As this
Ooh.
thing, though skeleton, it is wielding a big old bludgeony great axe that deals a lot of damage down. But that's its full reaction, Dax, as you are able to move away.
So let's look at. We haven't looked at any of the other statues, right?
Right, technically, you've only been looking for weapons and grabbing those, so technically any statue's available.
Okay, so I think I would like to go as close as I can to the statue immediately to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, your movement
and
finishing you.
a quick glance.
Quick glance, there's no amulet on this statue. Which you now, Dax, also see as a statue of Merlin, or maybe an older Merlin back in the day, but unfortunately, no amulet here.
Okay. Can I use my object interaction to throw Bart?
Yeah!
To throw Bart.
Bart!
Oh, is this your Eldritch Cannon thing?
No?
It's
I'm
familiar.
going to reach into my coat and pull out my cobalt tarantula.
Yeah.
I'm going
course.
to throw Bart at the other statue across the way.
Love it. Give me a simple athletics check. It's like a DC 8, but just to like huck Bart across the way.
Biologic warfare.
Yeah, that's.
I forgot I was blessed. I guess I didn't
You
need
said
it.
athletics, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were what?
I forgot I was blessed, but I didn't.
Not like a
forget.
dex or anything.
Unfortunately, it is athletics enough of just getting him there.
That is a 7.
With blessed, it's a 7.
With
So
bless.
I rolled a 4 on bless and a 4 on the d20. I have a -1 to athletics.
Oh,
So,
that's-
Bart pops out your little blue tarantula and just into the dirt, like just before this tiny little dude. Thankfully, Bart does have a bit of movement. I will say you didn't fail to save by 5 more. There really was no like danger in throwing him, but he does have to then use the rest of that movement to like scurry up. Through Bart's eyes, you see that this knight did not have an amulet either.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
So is that's my I have still have an action, correct?
Yes, because technically you've just moved, thrown Bart, bonus. Yeah, you still have a full action.
Okay. So Eldritch Blast does not require material components. It's just verbal somatic.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to, having looked at the amulet, I'm going to read this to my party and like, okay, there's none over here. I'm then going to point to the Minotaur and go, pew!
Pew! Go ahead and roll your algebra. You get 2 actually, being your current level. So 2 Eldritch Blasts against the Minotaur. And yes, everyone else now knows that there are no other amulets on the statues.
Excellent.
Love it.
So first one is a 17 to hit. The next one is a 24.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll those 2d10. And you have or no, you don't have agonizing, you have repelling blast, right?
I do. So that's 10, and I think I will chuck him. Well, yeah, the others will be able to still gang up on him if needed. So that's 10 points of damage, and I will toss him 20 feet away.
Oh, you love to see it. Boom! Pew pew! 2 Eldritch Blasts spiral out of your fingers. And he is gonna get kapushed. Kapushed. Wow, that is such a solid. Yeah.
That was a great turn.
Great stuff, Dax. Just getting it done. So this Minotaur gets pushed. It is now wedged in the hedge over here, Dax. Like it's like almost through the other side. Just kind of moves through. With 10 damage. Oh, because you don't have agonizing blast damage. He is on literal now death's door. A strong wind could blow this skeleton apart, Dax. As you do so, that will make the Minotaur's turn. As the Minotaur skeleton wrestles itself, has to use a lot of movement just to like get out of the hedge. It's gonna attack Adora, who's on it. Does not like you right now, Adora. Does not like that you are riding the mechanical bull. Ooh, that is a 23 to hit. As when he's not rolling that one, the Minotaur does damage. So that is going to be okay. That's actually much lower damage than I thought it would do. 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Adora. As he kind of like boom hits you on his back like some weird pinata. Slams you with the great axe, and you're not looking great.
How many points?
That is 14.
Oh, awesome.
As that does so, he is going to try.
Am I still on his shoulders?
That's what I was about to check. You're barely on his shoulders right now.
Okay.
If he had 2 attacks, that would be bad. But you hate to see it. That's, again, creature's turn. Wow, that sucks. Gingy, That's you, my friend, back at the top of the order, and the Minotaur looks on death's door.
I'm going to
I
guiding
checked
bolt
it, but
him.
it looks weird.
Which one, Gingy? Sorry.
I'm going to guiding bolt the Minotaur.
Ah, crap. All right, roll the hit.
Alright.
You ever?
Oh, I can roll that straight from my spell, right?
I believe so. So I'll double check, but I think you're fine.
So 17.
17 does hit. Gingy, how do you want to do this? As even on your minimum damage from Guiding Bolt, you're gonna blast this dude. What do you want to do to finish off the Minotaur?
Scary thing! I don't think Gingy's ever seen a Minotaur.
Yeah, actually, Gingy's like, oh my gosh, that dude has a cow head. Gingy, as you scream at this thing, boom! Golden light as you fire off that celestial gumdrop cracks into the Minotaur, and this undead creature explodes in light and is no more.
Good job, Ginger.
We come out of initiative then.
So I would like to then cast locate object on the real amulets.
As you try to do this, I'll let you know. Something is weird here. You are going to be locating for the real amulets, but
But
you
it might
won't
still
know
bring me the fake
until
ones.
it might still bring you the fake ones. As
That
part of
is
that
very
works,
true.
there might be some magic in helping their guise of whatever they are.
Interesting.
Here's what I'll do. On the grounds right now, you cast locate object.
Okay.
You sense an amulet on the other side of the grounds. As your radar kind of pings out from you, Minorith, again, those like, boom, magical mists bounding off of you. When your locate object hits the manor itself, it seems to kind of stop. Like dead air, or when echolocation can't bounce back from something that absorbs sound. There's nothing, again, 1,000-foot radius, well beyond the house too, right? The house isn't like huge. It is very castle manor. Again, think old knight
I'm
style.
worried that the manor is an anti-magic.
You do remember some of the warning from Gabriel and Merlin that there is some magic dampening. There was something about they were trying to warn you about. But there does seem to be an amulet elsewhere, just across the gardens in the other, much taller and thicker hedges.
Okay. Well, over this way. I don't know if it's a real amulet or not. I guess we'll find out. Also, we may not be able to cast magic in that house in Gingy, so... Oh, can I look for a stick as we continue to walk?
Yeah, you find a stick, Minorith. It's a pretty good stick. Groundskeeping
sticks.
didn't take out the stick. It's a pretty good stick. As you guys walk through,
Can I have the axe, please?
Oh, I
yes,
thought you
Adora,
did have the
the
axe.
stone great axe. Well, wasn't able to grab it when it was left. You now have a stone great axe. Again, stone great axe, stone great sword, and stone dagger. As Gingy and Minorith have more of the spells, you guys walk over. There is a fountain here that seems to be gurgling kind of sadly, like not really working well. Whatever old, ancient, third age plumbing is trying to do its job, but somewhat. The water's pretty stagnant. There's a bit of scum here. As you circle around, yes,
Sorry,
Dax.
Dax would actually search the water. He's looking for. They were looking for amulets. He would, bare hands, just kind of reach in and feel around for any amulet in there.
So, Minorith, as you're like using magic to be like, I sense one over here, Dax full on, just bare fist into the scum water, and you start searching around, just breaking up the stagnant water. It ripples against what you all suddenly realize as moonlight. As it is now truly dark, and none of you have had moonlight in months.
Right.
Because with the moon being red, it really doesn't cast true light anymore. It's a dead moon. It's an odd feeling, Minrith, to look up at this now moon. Technically, that's your father.
Before he was my father.
Before he was.
But that's really cool because the moon has always been special to our people. So
The moon's always been important. As you guys come up, Dax, I'll let you know there's no amulet in the water. As you pull your arm out, that kind of... I love it, though. You gotta know. You always gotta know. Dax, as you all head in, you realize that the entrance kind of here, there is like a overgrown bit of hedge that at one point you think is supposed to lead into this area, but is now completely thicketed over with thorn and hedge, kind of maybe not taken care of in the best way here. Do you guys want to go around it up or down?
up.
Here we go. As you all walk up, in and around, you see a small little garden area. Stone chairs and table, with kind of like a nice glittery metallic glint, maybe inlaid into the stone. It seems pretty nice here. Oh, I forgot to move Bart with you guys. Let's put that little blue tarantula. There we go. So Bart, as you all move in and around, though, here comes the greater question. I need to know. Let's see. Passive 10, 15, 13, 12, 11. Yikes. Right. Shen used to have the 16 passive. So Dax, still with a 15 passive. It's not bad. But oh yeah, someone okay. Here we
You
go.
know, our 10s and 11s aren't cutting it.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? As you all
Crazy.
enter into this
Crazy
garden area, Minrith, something is lunging out of the thicket and biting you. Boom! A full wolf lunges out and is gonna bite and claw you.
Well, dang.
Well, that's a nat 3, so I don't think a 7 works for the bite.
Nope. Thank
Hey,
you.
that's a synthetic 20 for the claws.
That does.
Minrith, you take, that's a lower roll. 6 points of slashing damage, as I need everyone to roll initiative again.
Alrighty.
You literally just got here.
Trust me, there's gonna be a lot of these.
You said 6 points of damage?
6 points of slashing. Alright, Dax, we got 14, it looks like. Oh, 16 with Bless. Yeah, Gingy's Bless is helping here.
Oh, we had plus 2 initiative?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
It's another save. Technically.
I got a 19.
19, Adora, 6. Ooh. Adora with 6. Dax, looking great, 16. Here we go. Minrith with a 19. Valka, what did you get?
14.
14 for Valka. As
Oh, hey, did this wolf roll for my frightful presence?
got 4. It's about to now. As Gingy with a Gingy with a nat 1. Yike! Oh no, Gingy.
It's okay. Clerics going last in initiative is never a bad thing.
There is such things as initiative stacking. You want the best. Unfortunately, it does mean that this wolf is attacking before a lot of you. As once again, Minrith, you act first, but you are surprised as the wolf jumps at you. Did not get that passive going off that you really needed.
Can I ask, is my locate object marking an amulet on this wolf?
Indeed it is. I will actually give you again. You are starting your turn within like inches of it as it's biting, clawing into you. This wolf has an amulet that is taut around thick muscle and fur. This wolf has an amulet as well.
What is the amulet made of?
You won't know until you grab it. It's part of the magic.
Dang, I was hoping that we would be able to tell if it's wood or
I know, right?
metal or...
Minor-
The other thought I had, we also need to grab an extra amulet. Because if we're bringing it with us and we don't, then it's that angels can just look for him.
Part
and find
of
us.
this is how many amulets do you want to try to get in this haunted house? Minarith, surprised, going off. The werewolf is here. The werewolf is going to attack, which thankfully means for the rest of you, you're no longer surprised because it's that like, oh great, he took his turn. But the werewolf is going to attack Minarith again.
It's a werewolf?
Yes.
Frick.
Well, he
Oh,
once
yeah, the
again
moon exists.
tries to bite you, and he got a 7 with a nat 4 again, or a nat 3 again.
I will not complain.
That's a 23 on a 19 on the
Shouldn't
die.
he be rolling for my friend presence first? Because it's an
Oh,
area
you're right.
that-
You're right.
Just that it's a possible he could be taking these attacks with disadvantage.
You're right.
That
I
is
will roll for his fright. I'm
So
not
then
going
would
to
you-
roll for his fright.
What do you
He is
roll
immune
for-
to the frightened condition.
So,
Unfortunately,
That's
I was like, I
annoying.
knew there was a
There's
reason
a
I wasn't
reason
for him, but
yeah.
like, yes. Thank you for reminding me, though. Keep me honest.
That's really annoying.
Still for sure misses with the bite. Will still hit with these next claws. Wow, I rolled once again 1 and 2. That's only 5 points of damage this time, Minarith.
I will not
Um,
complain.
I mean, I know it
Nope,
sucks
nope, nope.
that the man in the moon is dead, but also lycanthropes are probably having the best couple of months of their life right now.
Interesting. You don't know.
Never mind, I don't know.
You don't know. It's just scary. Indeed, that brings us to Dax with Valka on deck. Dax, as the werewolf has lunged out and is trying to claw and bite on Minarith, what would you like to do here, Dax?
Okay.
Oh,
I think what I would like to do is I would use my movement to maybe get on top of that table.
Yeah.
Sorry, just flashbacks to Marissa.
And then I will go ahead and Eldritch Blast again on
Ooh.
this guy, try and get him away from Minarith.
Right.
So, let's see, that's a... okay. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
First. And then 18 plus 4, since 20 for the second one.
Boom, boom! Both Eldritch Blast shot stacks immediately rocket off into the side of the werewolf. Go ahead and roll 2d10 as you are blasting him. So he is going to be blasted 20 feet away. He flies off into bushes. Somewhat out of sight.
A total of 6 points of damage.
Hey, you love to see it. 6 points is better than nothing, so the werewolf looks a little hurt as he slams into the hedges back there, kind of shakes it off, but is now pushed away, so not immediately ripping into our good friend Minarith.
Thank you.
Valka, that is... Oh, no, yeah, Dax, you still have bonus action. Yeah.
So, after I've shot the werewolf out, I am going to kind of hold my hand over to Minarith, and my palm is going to glow as I'm going to use my bonus action for a healing light.
Oh.
Yeah.
Minarith, you are going to regain. Oh, okay, but I have to roll it. You'll regain 5 hit points.
Thank you.
Sweet. So, Minarith, some of that damage, that slash, Dax, you immediately reach out, and golden light mixes very much, how I'll describe this is honey mixing in with like molasses and hot chocolate, of these golden lights mixing with these silveries as your wounds bind up, Minarith,
appreciate
with
that.
that magic. Excellent stuff, Dax. Yes, thank you for reminding me of your bonus action. So that's move, bonus action, action. Excellent turn. Valka, that is your turn with Adora on deck.
Excellent. I'm going to start with my bonus action and throw a Crimson Right into this stone sword.
Smart.
So I'm taking 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Cold Right, actually.
Cold. Ooh, chilly.
I haven't used that one yet. So,
The rite of cold.
I'm going to take some attacks.
Sweet. Valka, 5, 10,
Flat,
15,
but I'm
20,
blessed, right?
25. Yep, flat.
That's like a. Hang on. 23?
Oh my gosh.
Because
Yeah.
I rolled a 13 plus a 6 plus a 4 on the bless, and yeah.
So 23, believe it or not, does hit.
Should I just roll for my second attack?
Yeah, let's roll a second attack now. And with
Nice.
Crimson Right.
That's a natural 19?
Nice.
Crimson Right does make your attacks magical, correct?
Yes.
Great, because
And
that would have
adds a D6
sucked.
of cold damage.
Sucked to have a non-magical weapon against
Give me a
a
second.
werewolf. So excellent stuff, Valka.
That's why I did. I was like, oh, they're gonna need magical attacks for this.
Icing over your sword again. That very cool, jagged, like frosty icicle look now, sharpening your blade magically. You rip into the werewolf with 2 attacks, which both connect. It's quite a bit of damage coming. Yeah, good lord.
Because 2d6 for the 2 attacks from the sword, and then 2 from the combined,
Yep.
1 each from the Crimson Ray, plus it'll be plus 6 total from my modifier twice.
Yep.
Ooh, I get to reroll a bunch of these. Alright, keeping those. And that.
Blood Hunters are very grody, actually. I see why some people don't like them.
Oh, but if I reroll the same, I have
Yep.
to keep it, right?
Yeah.
That's okay, that's better than it would have been.
Okay. So, how much cold damage?
Give me 1 sec.
No worries.
27 points of total damage.
27. Valka, after 2 attacks, this thing looks bloody.
Oh,
You
she
have
used a stamina point.
drawn.
dumb.
You have
No, it
drawn
was awesome.
blood into the werewolf.
I keep forgetting I have those.
As heck yeah. Adora, that is your turn with Gingy on deck. In fact, I will say, Adora, you can put Gingy in your armor if you want to help bring Gingy wherever you need to go. Yeah,
That was the plan.
sweet. So, Adora, your friend Gingy now.
Gingy's down for it.
Gingy, you get into that cute little, like, 2-bedroom studio apartment you have in Adora's armor. You know, because, like, that's logical. Adora, yeah.
2-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
You, too bad. You put Gingy in your armor, object action. You still have all the rest of your turn. What would you like to do?
Great. I have this axe.
Yep.
Does the wolf have a necklace on?
The wolf does.
Yep.
Yep. Minarith, I'd say Minarith was able to
Would
kind
I
of
be
like
able
check.
to try and rip it off his neck if he's preoccupied with Valka?
Yeah, it's an action. Even if he wasn't preoccupied, it's always an action
Same
to try to
thing.
grab these. So Adora, you run up.
Just so we know if he's worth our time or not.
Here we go. Let's. Your DC. Oh my gosh, that was only a natural 3.
Dang.
So your DC is 5. So don't roll it. Oh, and bless.
Good.
Did you nat 1 it?
No. Okay, so that is 13.
Oh, good.
We're just.
Adora, as Valka is cutting into the thing again, bleeding heavily. You use your action, full wrestle, unclasp, grab it around. Roll me a D100, and in the box of doom. Now that you know what the stakes are.
What if less that would have been the first time, though, to be like, you don't know why, but you're rolling in the box of doom?
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
67 does not beat it. Because you kind of know what it is. This amulet,
We have to
you
beat.
grab Adora.
To beat like a 70.
It's like a 75.
Ooh.
75, and
You have to
it's...
get a C?
Yeah, we have to get a C on this.
You gotta get a C+ or higher, gang.
Dang,
Adora, you
that's
rip the
mean.
amulet off
Very
and realize as you rip it, the metal has bent hard. It is just like a tin, whatever was around its neck. Soft metal, another fake. Adora, the action, movement, again, everything's solid though getting up there. That will bring us to Gingy's turn with Minarith on deck.
Sorry, guys. Maybe I shouldn't roll.
No, you're good.
It's good. I mean, could have been anyone. Alicia rolled a 1 that time, right? Gingy, what would you like to do?
Perfect one.
Yeah, it was a perfect one.
Poke
That's
my head
insane.
out
That's
of my
impressive.
little apartment and keep guiding bolt the scary werewolf.
Gingy just opening a window in the armor, this tiny little like square metal, chick, and just shotgun this like werewolf point blank with a guiding bolt.
I approve.
I think we all approve. That's just super cool, Gingy.
Nice.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, as this werewolf is already bloodied thanks to Valka. That's going to be 4d6.
11 points.
11 radiant damage. The werewolf now looks horrifyingly bloodied, almost death's door truly,
Nice.
as golden light erupts. Oh! The wolf howls in pain, but it is not its turn yet, as it is now Minrith's. As Gingy, you just kind of closed your little metal.
I'm amazed that I went last with a 19.
Well, you went first, but you had the surprise because you didn't have the high enough passive.
Oh.
You had that turn of like, well, I can't do anything,
Right,
but
fine.
surprise condition really sucks.
Yeah. For sure.
So
Okay.
Minrith, though, you are no longer surprised.
I would like to firebolt it.
Firebolt.
Get on fire!
So Minrith, silvery flames lick up around your head as you throw a firebolt. Remember, bless.
Oh yeah, I do have bless.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Alright. That is a 16 to hit.
16 still hits the armor class.
Thank heaven.
Go ahead and roll 2d10 of fire damage.
That's only 7 points of damage.
Oh no! On
But can I stab it with my stick?
death's door. You want to offhand stab with the stick?
Yes!
Minrith, you boom, fire in, run up 5, 10, 15, 20, and poke him with the stick. Does no damage because it's not a magical attack. Doesn't have certain stuff going on.
That is fair.
Minrith, you stab it, you poke him really hard. You see the like right in the eye, kind of like has to blink, and that like ow.
I should have stamina pointed it. Dang it!
Stamina points, right?
In my defense,
Minrith,
I've never had
at
stamina
the end of your turn,
That's fair. That's
the
actually very fair.
werewolf is going to disengage.
You know
and
what? I don't
go
care.
5, 10, 15, 20,
And
and rushes off into the fog.
I was about to if you didn't, so I love it.
As
It's almost like we all have tastes.
we are
We all just have
not
the same
technically out of initiative because you now hear somewhere in the fog all around you a wolf panting and howling and running. At the end of the werewolf's turn, though, Dax, that is your turn.
So, I'm remembering that Merlin said to try not to kill too many things.
Right,
So
but
it's
that's
good that
fine.
we didn't
Just
kill
letting
it.
go and hunting it down. Does it sound like it's calling for reinforcements?
Dax, go ahead and give me an animal handling check. Kind of on that, like, is this like a, what kind of howl are we talking here?
Ooh. Okay, base 17, that's an 18 animal handling after bless.
18. Dax, you don't think it's gathering reinforcements. Rather, it is getting ready to start, like, guerrilla warfare. Very animalistic, cornered it, because it's very hurt. It's now going to that, like, only attack when it's assured, jump out, bite, like... So, in theory, you could end initiative if you guys, like, either run inside or get far enough away. There's now this level of, like, it's not wanting to stay and attack us, but it totally will as long as we're here. It's now just going to do that, like, in the shadow, bite and back kind of thing.
So we need to try and kill it. Not kill it. We need to try and knock it out.
It's your choice.
So, off of guiding bolts,
Oh, shoot. Guiding bolt's off.
are we able to still see it, or... Because, I mean, the natural language of it says, thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target.
Here's actually, I just realized Minrith needs to roll with advantage.
Oh, see if I
Because
can
Minrith technically used Guiding Bolt for the Firebolt she did.
Next attack roll. Okay, so
Yep.
guiding bolt would be up.
I mean,
Yeah.
she hit anyway,
I had the
just
same
to
thought,
crit.
Tyson, at the
Right.
exact same
Yeah,
time.
I
I'm
get
like,
it,
because
crit.
I was like, oh, it was a range. Oh, technically it does work. Could crit.
No, it was a 19.
Oh, hurts.
Oh, that's
19,
so
so
close.
still hit. So
It was a 27.
Guiding Bolt has technically worked, so it's not visible yet because Firebolt. Too many bolts.
Sorry.
No, okay. No, that totally makes sense. In which case, I think I will rejoin the group
Okay.
and hold my action to. I'm gonna hold my action to cast Sacred Flame the next time it appears.
Solid.
It doesn't get any bonus from cover with that, so
Nice.
I'll hold my action for Sacred Flame next time the wolf appears and do non-lethal damage.
Solid. Dax, as you then bring to the group that idea of like, it's out there waiting to attack us, non-lethal, because again, Merlin did warn us against killing too much, because time.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Thank you for saying that.
I will say, though, then, Valka, at the start of your turn, as a group, you could all decide to stay in this initiative or not by means of, you could say, hey, all our next turns, let's all start moving. Right? Dax has already done this of, like, held actions in case something jumps at us, but do we all start moving away either inside or just leave to, like, not fight this thing, especially if Adora has already proven the amulet's fake.
Mm-hmm. I'd say I would like to keep on moving, trying to find more amulets, and just be wary of being attacked.
Because, like, obviously we'll take that direction from Minrith because she's got locate object up, but I think, yeah, we should just start then moving towards the next ping.
There are no more pings outside.
So moving inside them.
Alright, this is where it might get dicey.
It's already dicey, let's be honest.
It's already very dicey.
Yeah.
The second Gabriel shows up with this crazy magical dude, things got dicey.
All of
I
you-
know what's inside, and I don't like that it's nighttime.
It's full night time. All of you move out. I'm just gonna make a roll. Okay. The werewolf is howling somewhere in the ground. The farther you walk away, the more it almost seems to completely fade from your auditory senses.
That is odd.
As you start moving as a group towards the front of Mordred Manor, moving in, Adora and Gingy, Minrith, Falca, all of you take your steps forward and enter the home. As you do so, Minrith, you do feel that locate object does dissipate as you cross the threshold.
If I step back.
As you would have to try to recast it again.
Okay, I was curious if it was just on pause or if it completely dispelled.
And Gingy feels Bless fade.
Dang.
Bless is technically still a spell. Go ahead and make me an insight check, Adora. No, I think that's smart. Thank you for texting me, but it's not like, ooh, let me make an insight real quick. Go ahead and just tell me what you got.
Nat 13 plus 2 is 15.
15. Adora, you don't think anything's following you inside. In fact, you seem very alone out here. You and your party entering into the manor. Magic has started fading. In this room, there are some boots and capes hung up here from nights past. There is slight dust. Maybe a couple weeks have passed since people have tried to enter into this room. Would you like to pass through this entryway into the main hall?
Yes.
As we walk into the main hall, there are very few lights around. Some slight flickering candles of wax that should have ran out long ago and may just be the ghost of a flame. There are two statuesque suits of armor behind you, each holding a spear. The spears seem very nice and new. In this main hall, there's a couple different rooms you're seeing. Kind of what you saw from the outside. There's a kitchen area, bit of a library, maybe an office or study, a clerical office, and there are 2 sets of stairs. One set of stairs that seems to go just down, and one set of stairs that seem to go up and down.
Why did pinks go off?
Pinks to give you that idea, showing you physically on the map of like there's 2 stairs and then the rooms I was describing.
Okay. I was like, I thought that looking object wasn't working.
Yes, I use my pink dependent. Yeah, no worries.
I look at Valka. I look at the spears. I look at Valka again. I look at the spears.
You do still have your stone
I'm
weapons.
just gonna shrug and lift my stone greatsword. I'm pretty happy with it.
Okay.
And I did just throw Crimson right into
Oh
it.
wait, can I use a longsword as a sorcerer? Okay.
Sorcerers are like
Spear.
wizards. They, you could actually. Oh yeah, spears are simple.
Can I get a spear?
Easy enough, Minarith. These are not held by like magic. Minarith, you pull one of these like pretty
Is it
nice
a
spears.
D6?
It's a D6, yeah.
And it has reach though.
Yes, it does have a 10-foot reach.
Excellent.
Here's a question.
Dax is going to grab the other one.
Excellent. Yeah, Dax. So now you've got that stone dagger, but also that like, hey, a spear with reach. Yes, Falco. What's your question?
I know you said there aren't a ton of lights, but doesn't our entire party have dark vision?
I do.
Oh
Do
shoot.
we all have dark vision?
We might all. I don't know about Dax and Gingy, but I know the 3 of us in this room definitely.
Dax. Wait.
I
you-
definitely have dark vision.
Yeah, he's
What?
from the
dark vision.
Underdark. He's Drow. He's got
I
dark
will say
vision out the
again.
wazoo.
Part of what you're noticing is this is abnormal darkness.
It's
The re-
magical darkness.
It is not. Yes, technically it's magical darkness.
Okay.
So,
Even though it's in an anti-magic fit, that's stupid.
because this is not true anti-magic, this may just be magic suppression. Think of it like
that's
certain levels or
gross.
certain abilities. Like there might be magical abilities that can still trigger. Like Crimson Right still seems to be on, but spells like Bless and Locate Objects seem to have faded.
That sucks.
Um,
I say let's check the kitchen because I saw that there were bay windows, so there's still a way to the outside.
There was bay windows in the
Well,
kitchen.
but we don't want to go outside because we know the amulets are inside.
I think
guess-
she's saying so we have
I've
an
never
escape route.
Escape plan.
Escape route at all times.
There's
so we're never
maybe
cornered.
an escape route in the
That's
dining
not a
hall.
bad idea.
Then we work our way alongside, so then we know that the kitchen is clear and vice versa. So then we have.
Adora, you
That isn't just
take
a-
that little bit of
It's
lead.
almost like you're
helping-
a soldier or something.
It's almost like I was raised like a soldier.
The
Like,
dining
we're very
hall,
much going to the edges, and
windows
Adora's
to
doing
the
ambush
outside.
and
I will say, with you all being inside, I'm going to quickly do something. Just the inside, what you can see, because outside is now very dark. As you move through the kitchen, seems pretty empty in here. There's no plates on this wooden table, nor has there been a meal here probably in some time.
I mean, we do know that Merlin died, what, 20-something days ago?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So-
years.
Years. Oh.
But again, this is Mordred Manor.
Uh-huh.
Whoever this dude is hasn't been to his house in some time, it sounds like. Again, the entryway and what you're seeing is a couple weeks, it seems.
Do we smell anything rotten?
You don't smell anything rotten. In fact, from this area, you smell the slightest acrid wood-burning smoke and hear something burning in a fireplace.
So
In
Dora's
the
like
kitchen.
keeping everyone it's like
Okay.
like you know, like very much doing the whole silent like
I'm just
you
going
can
to say
kind
in
of
your
tell
head,
it's
I have a
comical.
message.
I know.
Okay.
But,
Here's my one caveat about your guys' edges of the house plan.
Wait, does message work?
Message does not work.
Excellent.
So Adora's kind of doing like even though it's kind of comical hand signals, you can tell that oh yeah, no, she definitely, you know, did not have a childhood at all and knows how to do this. So is like kind of points you know, Valka, you, and Adora noticed in the front room that there was a kind of hallway to the side. I want 2 people to flank this room.
Yeah, because you can kind of see on the map how, like, you could go in stairway and there's, like, a way in. Like, that's like you can
It's
see
not a
from
bad
here.
idea.
So
Yeah.
Valka, you essentially she is going like handwise of who do you want to go with you?
Whoever wants to. Don't
I'll
care.
come with.
Um,
Minarith. So then me and Dax stay together with
so
Gingy.
Adora, Dax, and Gingy are down here.
And then you kind of see my hand through the door. 3, 2, 1, and then kick. You see Adora kicks in the door at the handle.
Okay.
All right. Kicks in the door. I would like as... Now, this isn't fair, Adora, because you've maybe been in this room in another life in another
I'm
body.
trying to play
I
out
know.
of the world.
No, honestly, you are still playing a very good Adora. I would have stopped this plan. You all cracking, because again, Minarith already noted, like, there is a fire burning in there.
Yeah.
There is a stove crackling. All of you burst in and will surprise condition as a woman stops, stands, and flips around, eyes red, teeth bared. Roll initiative as you have surprised the vampire spawn in here, as all of you have seen creatures like this before.
Well, we don't have any daylight or magic to
weapons.
do radiant.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, but if my spell worked in here, I could cast daylight.
Here we go. Roll initiative, but you got the surprise off on her.
I rolled so bad and we don't have.
I rolled so well.
Good.
That's good for you.
Here we go. Gingy got a 12. All right.
7.
12 for
Insane.
Adora.
This is the second time.
Minarith and Adora got 7. Dax, Dax, that
Oh,
is,
was so funny.
9.
yeah.
We don't have.
Unfortunately, no Bless and Valka.
19.
19. So, Valka, you might be who goes before this surprise creature. As the vampire spawn, that's a nat 4. The vampire spawn goes after all of you, barely.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And it is surprised. So
And
all of you
does
basically
she
have
roll
turned.
for my frightful presence?
She
Yep.
can be frightened. So Valka, start your turn. We'll roll this. What's? Oh no, that was 19 on the die already.
Oh yeah.
So the vampire spawn unfortunately is not frightened,
But she is surprised.
but very much surprised.
Does she have an amulet?
She does have all of you bursting in here.
Who besides me should get at this time?
So
That's fair.
I was gonna say, should I just grab it and you guys can attack her? Yeah.
she is surprised. You have advantage on your
Sure.
whatever DC check she has to make.
I'd say grab it. Though.
Yeah.
So here we go, Valka. I will let you know.
This is athletics, right?
It is athletics. I did roll a 17 on the die. This is a DC 21, but you have advantage
And
on
I plus 6.
plus 8. Well, technically this is sleight of hand.
What? It was athletics for everybody else.
No,
it was
sleight of
not.
hand.
It
Oh.
was sleight of hand.
I don't know why I said that wrong.
But you still have advantage.
It was athletics to try and get on the bullshit.
So it's
I
still
can't. Unless I nat 20, I have a plus 0.
Okay.
So then do you want to attack her instead?
Yeah, because I thought it was a strength thing. That's why
I said twice already. Sleight of
I'm
hand.
not saying it's your
Okay.
fault. I'm just saying I made a mistake.
You're good.
Sorry, I felt like you were yelling at me for.
Not at all.
Okay, I can still try it and try nat 20 it if it's not you already.
You
chose
have
to...
the surprise round. You have a full turn basically, and another turn on top of it because you got the surprise and the better initiative on her.
That's fair.
Like you have basically 2 rounds.
That is not a nat 20. That is a 15.
15. And again, it changes every time. That was her roll. It's every time you try to grab it, it's that instinctive, like, she gets a chance to keep it. Well, all of these monsters that you've encountered. So, Valka, as your action, unfortunately, she has kept it. At the end of your turn, we're going to move to Gingy. That is your turn, Gingy.
I thought you said I would get two
Okay.
things.
One action.
Take them and then I suspect I bolted twice. So I can't like cast bless again.
It seems that spells are being dampened while in here.
Yeah.
It's you might cast it and it might only stay around at that. Like it's something where not true anti-magic, which is everything negates. Like Gingy, you've never been in anti-magic. You could crumble away in theory. So it's not anti-magic. It's that like, oh, there is something that like is truly suppressing a lot of magic in here. That like Crimson Right seems to be staying, maybe because it's like that very big ability tied in with it technically hurts Valka more than it's magical, versus like spells are that very much like, spells are getting quickly suppressed. Basically think like some abilities might stick around, not spells.
Can I kind of like investigate myself to see what kind of abilities I still have? Like,
Yes, go ahead and give me that ability or investigation check on yourself.
that's a 7.
A 7.
I don't know myself.
Yeah, Gingy. It's a full like panic of like, who am I? Like you're looking at yourself because most of your stuff seems to come from spellcasting. Maybe I will say on a 7, the closest you're thinking is like, well, Channel Divinity is bigger than a spell, and your Channel Divinity charges are good smells. Who technically those who smell your baked goods also get additional hit points when short resting. Not great. But there is that Channel Divinity Turn Undead, which could be very helpful.
And so do I roll for that?
No, that's just a big action that you just say, my action is to try to turn undead.
Okay. Let's do it.
Gingy, you can present your little gumdrop holy symbol as the vampire spawn, being undead, will have to make a wisdom save against your DC to not be turned. Alright. Gingy, on a nat 2,
Yes.
you present your little gumdrop high above your head, right in front of Adora's mouth, so it's that like, oh, am I supposed to? And boom! Soft ambient rainbow light shines out. The vampire is turned. Has to now, let alone it's surprised, but when we get to its turn, it now has to take all its movement, try to get away from you, can't willingly move closer to you, can't take reactions at all, and for its action can only try to dash and escape. And if there's nowhere to move, it must just dodge. And has to try to... And this is for a full minute, or until it takes any damage. So, you all now know, let alone with surprised round, you have a full round before this thing can even act. And after that, it's just going to run. Like,
Does it
unless
have
it
the
takes
amulet on
damage. Does still have the amulet, but again, you have like a full round to let.
Yep.
So Gingy, just high above your head, full Simba-ing this gumdrop. That brings us down to Dax. That's your turn with Minarith on deck.
Okay, so you said it's a sleight of hand to try and get the amulet, right?
Correct.
I am going to attempt to grab it, so the vampire is a little bit frightened and...
Yeah. Oh,
make
shoot.
that-
So now she has to roll this at disadvantage as well. So you have advantage on this check, Dax. She has disadvantage, so
Okay.
I just rolled, but now I have to roll again to take the lower of the two. Crap. So instead of an 18, it was only a 12. Or no, excuse me.
Okay.
9. I read that upside down.
Okay, off of advantage, I got a 26.
26. Dax and Valka, you both at the same time. Valka, grab the back of her head, lift up, trying to grab. She rips out of your hair and hands. As Dax, you definitely just sneak under and lift the amulet. Go ahead, roll me a D100.
Hey, here we go.
That's so stressful.
85.
Yes!
85. Valka, Dax, Gingy. As Gingy lifts that gumdrop, Dax,
First try!
the amulet glows slightly as you hold it aloft. Some magic is on this amulet. You have one.
Ah, we need 5.
You need 5 more.
6.
5 more,
We
I
need-
should say.
Yeah, well, because he didn't
Ah,
suffer,
yes.
so.
So, Dax, you now have this. Here's what's fun. Minarith and Adora, you're coming up next. This vampire could just straight up leave if you want it to. It's got that full Gingy turn undead.
It should leave because Rilla told us not to kill things.
told not to kill. Kind of like with the werewolf, especially now that you have a successful amulet, you could just let it leave.
Can I make an intimidation check to try and make sure that it will leave and stay away?
I'll allow it. Yeah, for sure.
Because, especially since you said I'm on deck, I'm hoping. Okay.
Yeah.
I would just like to come right up in his face and say, please leave, and leave us alone for the rest of the night. Just
We have stuff to do.
stay away.
We have a busy schedule. Get out of here.
I rolled a frickin' 7. 15.
15.
Hop back.
Yeah, Dora, help action. You got the same initiative right now. I'll allow. I'll allow.
Yeah, that's right. You guys rolled.
I'll allow that little monkey.
Thank you! 26!
26. This vampire scuttles up the side of the wall, up under the chimney, and starts going out of the house that way.
This sounds like a horror version of a creature I've heard of called Santa.
Santa. Like a horror Santa. And with that, we come out of initiative, this time with your first amulet.
Excellent.
Got one! We just need 5 more!
Just need a couple more.
Couple? A
more.
couple is 2.
That was the kitchenette area and kitchen. Where do you want to go next?
Onward and upward.
I would like to check really quick. With the amulet that has a little bit of magic, I would like to attempt to cast just a spell
Ooh,
quick
That's
to
clever.
see if there's anything going on. So could I just, use message or something, message to somebody's mind and see.
Here's what I'll allow, Dax. Trying message isn't working. You still feel that suppression, but go ahead and roll me an Arcana check on why. It's not like, okay, if it's not the amulet, maybe what else is going on here.
So the Arcana check is a 16.
A 16. Magic suppression can't just naturally occur, Dax. You're knowledgeable enough about that kind of stuff where it's like, okay, there's got to be something else at play. And it's got to be in the house then at that point. It's that like idea of, if not the amulet, something else has to be doing this.
Okay. I'll convey that to my party.
Cool.
Also, one other thing, I would like to also check if I can see through Bart's eyes.
You go to see through Bart's eyes and realize you still can. As the magic of that, maybe kind of like the Crimson Rite, I do have certain, I don't want to say rules of what's going on, but you do realize, like, okay, I can see through Bart, and Bart's still around. Like, there is still that magic to that apparently is deeper than what can be suppressed. So, Minarith, you suggested going onward and upward because there is the stairs here. Do you want to take us upstairs?
I personally, Adora would like to case the rest of the main floor before moving on to the next
Before
floor.
going upstairs? It's your choice.
Any other votes? Meredith is just trying to make a choice. No, like, it wasn't even any preference.
Here's my thing. Did we want to follow up on the magic thing, or are you prioritizing just grab the amulets and get out? I'm leaving that up to the casters to decide if you think it's important enough to... Because, like, if we wanted to follow up on that, we could start making checks on, like, oh, well, do we think this effect is probably set up somewhere, like, in the middle of the house for that, like, radius effect, or, like, where should we start looking for what it is?
It was as soon as it hit the manor, which doesn't sound like a radius effect. It sounds more like specific boundaries. So there may be lines or something that this doesn't feel like. It feels like a very specific, very long, well thought out spell.
Again, the point being just, do we want to spend time, like, looking
I would
for that,
say-
or rather just...
My personal preference is keep looking for amulets.
Okay.
But I'm not the only caster, so...
Because I think Adora and I as marshals are down for...
With nice spells right now.
Okay.
Personally, Adora is just, we are infiltrating someone's house, and if there are...
If you think there's a better place to start looking, I'm okay with that too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over Tice. I didn't know you were still talking, man.
Oh, no, you're good. Gingy also said that you'd like to keep going.
Okay.
Keep looking.
Sounds like
Yeah.
majority's like, let's just keep
Let's
getting
keep going.
amulets. That's kind of the big priority right now. Cool. You guys, then in which case you could head upstairs, keep looking, or do you want to take Adora's, like, maybe we finish casing the floor? First floor, I should say.
Sure. We
Adora
can
would prefer
do
to
that.
take floor by floor.
That's
by
totally
floor.
fine with me.
Heading back
She
into
almost
this
catches
next,
herself.
back into the main hall. The remaining rooms in this area is what might be a clerk's office, a lot of books in there, a lot of paperwork, a personal office, kind of like sitting area, or a library, like these 3 big rooms. And of course, we still have the staircases.
Let's take care of that closet that's connected to this floor that's against the room with the fireplace that we just infiltrated. And the clerk's office, maybe.
So, the closet in here,
Uh-huh.
you open up the closet, lot of storage supplies.
Okay,
Uh,
nothing in here?
Wheat, grain, lot of foods.
Okay, I'll close it. I just didn't know if you were hiding
Close that.
things somewhere.
Valka and Minrith, do you want to head up then to the clerk's office, see what's up there?
Yep.
Excellent. You open the door as the squeaky hinges finish. Inside this room is a body slumped over the desk here.
How old is the body?
The body seems rotten and decaying.
Is the
As-
face still recognizable? Like how old?
You
How
go over,
long is it?
yeah, check out the face, and stop in horror as it is writing on the paper in front of it. Stops.
It's a zombie. Does it have an amulet?
Roll for initiative as it's got an amulet around its neck. The zombie clerk is very interested in why his work is being disrupted.
That's awful. That's a nat 13 plus 4, so 17.
17 for Minrith.
I also got a 17.
Cool.
17 for
I keep matching
Valka.
with people for initiative.
Uh,
It's really
Which
weird.
is fun.
Here we go. Dax and Gingy, when you get a chance, just get that initiative. Adora, what'd you get?
I wasn't sure if that was in everybody.
It is everyone. Because, like, you'll quickly go, hey, what's going on there? We just heard scream. Adora, what did you get?
I thought I was in the closet. Oh,
We're all still able to roll. It's not like...
I'm sorry.
That was...
Hey! Hey!
I'm so sorry.
Gingy got
I
11.
didn't mean it. I didn't say it out loud because I...
Dax
I
got
got
a
13.
13.
Sorry, Elmer would have said it out loud.
You would have, yeah.
That's a nat 1 anyway!
And Adora got a nat 1 for the bad
It's
joke.
okay. We love you no matter what.
We love you. Adora, that was so
You're
funny.
awesome.
Oh,
I'd like to
and
think that canonically did happen.
the vampire
It's happening, I'm
spawn...
still in the closet. It's just
What's happening? I'm still in the closet.
I'm sorry, that was so funny.
The zombie has to roll. Oh, you hate it. You hate to see it.
I'm sorry, but you
The zombie got a nat
Well,
2, so it's right before Adora.
Speaking of all that, have you been watching season 2 of our Flag Being Set?
I was telling Valka, that's you at the top of the order with
You're gonna watch
Minrith right on deck. Because you both have decent enough. Oh, actually, Minrith, you go before Valka with the 17. I will say, again, same 17, I'll allow a little
But you have
shenanery,
dex.
but you
I have
have
no dex.
priority.
I will try to sleight of hand the amulet away from the rotting neck.
As you see, this little clerk with his name tag and little suit on.
Do I know the name?
What's his name? You're gonna make me remember the fucking name I came up on
No,
the
you
top.
should feel appreciated.
No,
appreciated
I
that we are
supposed to
trying
have,
learn
like, a true
its name.
Last time they asked it as a joke.
We're trying not to do the you know goo.
I was about to say, you were
I want to say it was Tanner. I'm
Alright.
pretty sure it was Tanner.
Sorry, Tanner.
Sorry, and you see in Old English, thou mayest refer to me as
19.
Tanner Squire. 19 DC. Damn it, that was a nat 4. And this dude has -2 to Dex. It's a zombie. You rip it off. I would love a percentile roll in the box of doom.
Box of doom. Box of doom.
Box of doom it.
86. 89.
86.
86.
Excellent.
Beating the 75 percentile. Minrith, you immediately rip it off, and you realize it rips straight through the zombie's neck, and just go.
I'm sorry.
The zombie is very now very concerned
I'm
with
sorry. I
the
feel like Minna is
laceration.
normally pretty chill, but right now she's kind of
We gotta
flipping
just
out.
Kind of
There
flip
we
it.
go.
Hey, there's no magic,
One
very
more to
few
go.
weapons. We are in a murder house. But this is a true amulet you are holding, softly glowing with that protective magics. Minarith,
Gonna
that's
put it over
you.
my head.
You
And then I will get around behind it to offer flank to it.
Apparently
to
it went
Valka.
straight through his.
straight through his. Valka, that's you still on that 17.
Oh, it's on me now.
Can zombies go unconscious? Is that a thing? If
You'll
we
have
were
to
do,
find
like,
out.
non-lethal damage?
Yeah, find out.
Give it a shot.
But,
Oh shoot, fear.
oh yeah. Can zombies be afraid?
Yes, they can't, but he's
According
or
to
yes, he
the
can, but
box,
he rolls
they
16
can.
on the die
Yeah,
plus
he's fine.
-1.
That
Oh,
still beats
yeah.
a 15.
Can-
Yeah.
Meets it, yeah.
No, I mean he rolled a 15. I've got like a 13 for this DC.
Oh, right, I remember why. Yep. So Valka,
But Minarith is giving me advantage, right?
Minarith's giving you advantage.
I
'Cause
think I'm gonna clock him with a big old stone bludgeoning greatsword and see if I can knock him out for that. Don't follow us.
so Valka just, boom. Minarith rips it through the dude's neck. He's like, "Ugh." Tanner's very concerned why his work has been interrupted, and Valka.
Only a 14 for the first attack.
Would you think that a 14 still beats its AC
For a zombie,
for a
yeah.
zombie? Yeah.
Yeah.
14 hits. You have a second attack. Any stamina points or anything you're trying to do here?
I don't think so. We're early enough in the order.
Early enough in the order. Yep. So Valka,
But it is
second
that, like,
bonk.
The ideal would be non-lethal damage.
Oh,
to
the ideal.
stab him.
And this is all magical cold.
Yep. And 17.
17 also hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As after Valka, Gingy, you with Adora are on deck.
Yeah, so technically, I think a lot of it's still like technically bludgeoning. It's just the like 2d6 of cold, but as long as nothing
Still-
changes,
yeah.
I don't.
You're
it
good,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Still makes it magical. Yeah.
Woo! That one was cocked, but I'm taking it. Unless you like
How much
want
damage?
me to reroll.
I do not like that.
Good. It's supposed to be unsettling.
You
35.
Turn it off.
35.
You
Um,
can stop now.
The zombie goes from Tanner, the zombie clerk, is clocking in today, day after day,
We just
undead,
came
no
in
rest.
Candace Hyde.
Is sitting there. Suddenly, there's two random women here. Rips the necklace off of his neck, and his head is pancaked in, which you could assume is still unconscious for a zombie, using the flat edge of a great sword. He's topples to his desk and is gone.
Love it. You love
I need
it.
to take a
Unconscious, I
moment
mean non-lethal.
to vomit.
Minarith, you rightfully vomit as we come out of initiative order of that, like, that was so much, so gross.
As a side note, what I was preparing to do is Adora comes out of the closet and essentially just, sees that there's commotion and hears the sounds of an undead. And it's not like Adora's dealt with exactly this before, but in her mind is going, there's no way in or out of that room, so far as we know. So, before I move over there, I move over to the kitchen, I grab a chair, so then we can shove that.
So
underneath
even
the
if he
like,
wakes
doorknob
up.
thing.
So yes, Adora doing the doorknob
That's
of,
fun.
like, unconscious zombie in there, but lock him in just in
Lock him
case.
That's really clever.
I like
next
it.
room.
Next room? Alright, you've got two rooms, personal office or the library.
Just
Let's
the next
go
one over, I think.
Let's
Um,
just go together.
Dax was going to go to the library.
Yeah.
Do you want company? Okay, we're on.
Dax, I think it's, like, at this point, because last
Whoever
time it
makes
was...
the decision, let's just go.
It's
I think
whoever
that's
makes the
what-
decision, they get to lead in. That's kind of how we'll do our
This
marching
feels
order.
like Clue but haunted.
Good. That was,
It's
that was
just
the vibe.
good.
Good.
His voice dropped.
Dax,
Okay.
immediately
He has
entering
one
into
more
the
thing to watch
library,
for October.
you are seeing rows upon rows, low-shelved books. Like, they can't be over, like, 4 feet. Like, you can all kind of see over these shelves in here. Tomes and scrolls and so much in here. the room feels very quiet. Would you guys like to investigate anything while you're in here, while you look around?
Insight, make sure nothing's following us.
Go for it.
I think I'm going to casually kind of put Bart onto like one of the rows of books and just have him crawl across the tops looking for just things behind books, maybe a hidden shelf or something, but just kind of have him look through a bunch of the books.
As Bart travels, go ahead and make me an investigation there, Dax. Kind of with Bart of that, like, yeah, let's see anything hidden, anything we need to, like, be aware of. 9. Adora, you don't think you're being followed, but in this mansion could be anything.
Okay.
I am like 100% positive one of those chairs is a mimic.
That was a 23.
Okay.
23.
With my stick.
1 second. Screen's gonna go dark. Did I do this right? It should line up. Bart has found something. As Bart clambers on over to this corner, suddenly Bart disappears.
Oh.
Using your eyes and ears thing there, let me...
There's a secret passage?
There is a small secret staircase up to a small little workroom that Bart has found. The windows kind of lead out here. There is a small secret passage upstairs.
This Mordred is really doing the rich right, you know, because you don't have a good house unless you have a secret passage to a hidden room.
I mean,
I'm so glad it was finding a secret passage because I heard the start of that sentence and I was like, Bart's about to get eaten by a mimic.
Bart's about to get
I
just
know.
destroyed. But I will say though, high check there for Dax. Bart is not finding any amulets or any other monstrousy looking things in this room.
then I don't think I care.
And why is
Are there other
Just
doors?
like this.
Are there other
Is it
doors
fine?
leading out of the secret staircase?
Is there other leading up? It seems to be behind this little bookshelf, kind of giving you that like, it's like right in this corner. It's that like soft bookshelf that, it's more of a ladder if anything, that kind of just goes straight up, right? It's just a one way.
Sorry, going into the secret passage, where are there other doors leading from there?
Ah, gotcha. Dax, there are indeed up here. There is a door that leads out into a hallway up here.
Okay. I'm going to convey this information to the party,
Okay.
and maybe have Bart just very carefully kind of peek out in the hallway to check for creatures.
smart?
Otherwise, I think the library is, we don't have any amulets here.
Then let's go check the last room on the first floor.
We're not going straight for the secret passage?
I
Bart,
want to go for the secret passage, but I don't want anything to
snicker,
go
snicker,
behind
snicker,
us.
this little spidery boys.
While
And
he's doing that, I want to poke the chairs with my stick.
I'll actually give Bart, this will make it so much easier on me. Lighting, let's let him shine through the fog there, Bart.
Shine bright like a
Like
There's Bart. So,
tarantula.
Bart jumps out into the hallway, doesn't see anything. He'll come over into this room. Seems to be a bedroom, maybe like a guest room. It's got a little bit of a balcony, kind of like standing area. But Bart's not finding anything right now. Down.
I'm going to relay this information to the party and maybe mention that this house is kind of haunted with stuff, and so a spider crawling around isn't going to trigger anything that we might, so be a little cautious.
Yeah, it's that. Be cautious, because Bart fits right in.
Yep.
In the library, do you guys then want to head to this last room on the floor?
Did poking the chairs do anything?
Poking the chairs didn't seem to do anything.
Okay, good.
Heading
Alright,
into the personal office.
That's a fancy office for just a personal office. What?
Yeah, this
It's got a grand piano.
night has a grand piano, a very early
Technically,
model.
pianos didn't exist yet.
In my fantasy game, in the Third Age of the World, pianos were actually invented in the Second Age. They came out of China with some of their harpsichords meeting up with Spain.
I have to know, did you actually have this plan, or did you just pull that
I
out of
did.
your hat?
You think I'm gonna put a piano in my haunted mansion little one-shot Halloween thing and not expect someone to go, well, did they have pianos back in time? Yes.
Someone in every party would be.
I knew you would ask about my
and
piano.
not even only me. Obviously, he knew I would do it, but not even only me.
Because, as you say that, you have also triggered something, Valka.
His trap
That's
card.
the most meta thing.
Because
That's the most
you stop as something is playing the piano.
Oh, of course.
That's actually so classic, though.
It is.
Oh, Monster of Matchbox.
Wait, then wouldn't we have heard the piano playing as we got towards the room?
You would, wouldn't you?
So why did we come if we heard noise? You let us hear the fire.
Yeah. And yet there was no piano sound until Valka, you walk in. All of you stepping into the room. Dax right there, again, trying to hang out. All of you start looking, and Valka,
I'm not standing underneath the chandelier. Move
a
me.
woman,
Move me!
Oh, you know what? Adora, that very paranoid. Do you want to stand over here then?
Yes, please.
Poor choice, as Ghost 1 will appear at the piano.
There are
Ghost
multiple
2
ghosts?
appears here.
Oh.
And finally, Ghost 3 and 4 are playing their chess.
Are any of them wearing amulets?
I have
As-
to ask. You know I have to ask.
You have to ask?
Can ghosts be frightened?
Here's what you need to know. According to 5th edition D&D, a ghost cannot be basically anything.
Yeah.
So they definitely can't be frightened, as
Oh,
these...
Gigi already used Turn Undead.
Gigi has 2.
Oh, good.
Gigi's got 2.
But first we see if they
Um,
have amulets.
For all of them seem to have a ghostly form of amulet.
Alright.
Now, how do we grab a ghost?
Don't think about it. As I'm gonna
I will
try
say-
to grab the.
Are you gonna try to grab it?
Actually, I comically I'm gonna grab it, but what I'm actually gonna do is the ghost hostile?
These ghosts seem to just be standing here, walking around, playing piano, playing chess.
Can I look at the one next to me?
Yeah.
Excuse me. May I have your amulet?
You see a woman, eyes blank. I need you to make me a persuasion check in the box of doom, DC 20.
Ooh, but we can't do this.
We can.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's try
Persuasion
that.
is a +6, people.
Good.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine and nothing has ever gone wrong.
And there's pudding.
You can get another servant's report if you want.
Hey, that's a great idea.
I didn't because I was just in that hangry mode. I need to just
Pudding!
But-
Here we go, Adora.
Yeah,
First-
let me- 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing 6. There's 6.
I didn't double check the
Blow on it.
ingredients on the packet. Is she usually fine
Blow on
with
it.
Yeah.
Don't,
Not you.
It's cursed now.
Blow on it.
You asked for it.
I don't think it's
Blow on it.
Elle really wants you guys to blow through the camera on the dime.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you guys. Here we go.
Good sports.
+6.
Nat 20, baby!
No!
Give me that necklace!
Yes!
You still
Oh.
it should not be fake.
My gosh.
Eleanor, that was beautiful.
Did
That's
Your
insane.
faith in everyone
Your
falling
faith
on the
in
die
freaking aerodynamics.
over technology.
It works, people!
That was amazing. I love that.
Let's see if it's real.
Well, here's what gets to happen. I get to roll a D100.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that would make sense
Ah.
because it's a ghost that's willingly giving it. Would
This
you be able
ghost-
to roll with advantage because you rolled a nat 20?
Yeah.
Dang.
Normally I don't for percentile on a nat 20. I'll roll with advantage. First one was a 19%.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
please roll again.
Very generous. Is that still bad?
I fucking hate this game.
Hell yeah!
That's a 91 percentile. Here's what's about to happen.
Get first.
No, don't celebrate.
We're halfway
Don't
there.
don't count those chickens.
Oh.
As the piano plays, this ghost reaches around its neck, pulls kind of through the mist, through vapor, as on a 91 percentile, better odds of coin flip, really, it is the real amulet. Now, please roll me your percentile to see if it's a real amulet. As you do so,
Because it could be
the ghost here, the remaining ones
77!
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
disappear. Stop it!
Yes!
All of the ghosts disappear as the real amulet.
By 2.
Hey, I wanted you to fail and be a fun little ghost fight where they're possessing you and spooking in and out. And
No,
can
I like
Gingy do?
this.
I'm being nice, damn it!
Hey, the power of nice compels you.
Does she get a point of inspiration?
I'll give you a point of
That's what you're
inspiration.
doing? Yeah.
Yes!
That was awesome.
Adora,
That was well earned.
take a point of inspiration.
You usually give us points of inspiration.
And my points of
for, like,
inspiration.
thinking
I found
outside
the nice
the
rocks I
box.
wanted.
But for
Because then it
feedback,
helps
so, like,
physically
No,
remind.
like, legit, where did it go?
It went
Is it
somewhere
in
in
your
your bag.
Did it go in my bag?
Yeah.
I think so.
Can I see?
Adora, using the power of nice,
Using the
real-
power of friendship.
the power of friendship, you
I
nat
mean,
20
you
ask
learn from
for this amulet. And then, it's not only the right one out of the 4, which was going to be that, like, oh ho ho, as they're here. And on top of it, it's a real amulet.
Nice job.
I bow to them and say, thank you very much.
And we will.
Before you look up, they're already gone.
We need 3 more.
How cool the story
Adora's
is.
got
I put
one.
on the necklace.
Minareth's got one, and Dax has one.
Okay.
Valka and
3 more.
Gingy, you don't have them, and of course, one for Stoic would be very nice, because again,
It
Kind
would
of-
defeat the purpose if he's
kind
been
of about
traveling
his
with us
husband.
of like hiding us because it's like then they'll just look for him.
Oh, do I need to get one from Hermista?
if you want her to keep traveling with you. Well, and again, it's
Is
our...
she gonna be a constant NPC though?
You did already start working on can we gather the princess, so to speak.
Maybe when we get back to Ilbenor she stays?
You
Probably,
guys
like, no.
Okay.
have completely cleared the bottom floor.
Great. Secret passage, anyone?
Do you want to go up the secret passage or you want to go up the stairs?
Secret
Secret passage.
Because I will say, Bart's just chilling up here.
He's just chilling.
Bart's having a great time, gang. This is a spider in a haunted house. He is having a good time. You all get ready.
The only place where a spider may feel completely welcome. The
Um,
only house, I should say.
The only house. You are all up in the secret passage. As you enter this room, there's nothing around. Again, Bart's eyes did not see it, and nothing seems to jump out. Because, indeed, as Dax kind of at first, as you know, Bart would, slipping through a secret door into this hallway, you are able to move out. Now, here's what you'll start noticing from here. This hallway seems to have a couple things. I'll kind of zoom out, even though it's very empty. From what you can kind of see, there's a big, like, entryway kind of mirroring the one below in that, like, coming up the stairs, there's a big entryway. There's the room here, this guest room. Bart has kind of noticed this might be a master bedroom up here. And there is a secondary little desky kind of maybe meeting area, like a sitting room off to the side of you.
Go from right to left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dax would go and collect Bart.
Mm-hmm. Bart will rejoin the party as
No
you
spider
all
left behind.
head
Spider
in.
left behind.
As speaking of spider,
Oh, spiders.
you all move
Skulltula, are
in.
you gonna make us spider brigade Sheila?
There is
What did we
a...
ask you guys?
You walk around, again, through the guest bedroom, as Bart saw nothing, but what Bart had yet to discover is the entryway upstairs has large cobwebs in and around.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
Does this is Adrian or Minareth?
Yes. Yes.
Minareth was not good with the zombie.
I need
But
everyone
after
to
I think
roll
we're good.
initiative as a giant... Oh, that's not nearly as big as it needs to be.
No, that's okay.
No, stop.
A green, ghostly-looking spider. Not incorporeal ghost, but like ghostly.
I've been rolling uncharacteristically well today.
Giant
Very
spider
good.
in a giant web up here. As you all approach, I have to take my ghosts out of the initiative. They're gone forever.
I'm still so proud of how you
Well done, gang. Yes. We have rolled initiative. Did anyone get 20 or higher?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get another nat 20?
Hey, love to see it. Love to see it. Did anyone else get other 20s? All right. 15s onward.
18. Ha! Not the music again.
Yeah.
Why?
Here we go. Did anyone get 10s or higher?
I got a 10 exactly.
And Dax with an 8, it looks like. Excellent.
The doof.
Gingy, another nat 1?
You're sucking on the nat 20 energy.
I'm not trying.
Oh no. Here we go. The spider. Oof, that's pretty good. About middle, about mid. As you all see it approach, again, now that you're starting to really look for these amulets, indeed there is around the thorax an amulet. Adora, you get to act first in the initiative. What would you like to do?
Great. Spider has necklace.
Mhm.
Oh, great. I'm gonna try and go through and basically do an athletics to kind of jump around it, trying not to get, dropped, but then trying to grab the necklace.
Here's what I'll say, Adora. As you, with Gingy in your pocket, rush up to jump in around the spider, you are entering the web area. Please make me a athletics or acrobatics check to not get tangled.
That's
Okay,
not good.
Athletics,
Mhm.
12 plus 8 is a sim 20.
Since 20 will pass the DC, you are not caught. So go ahead, Adora. You are trying to sleight of hand get the spider. Let me roll the DC for it. Yeah. That's a DC 10.
11 plus 2 is 13, maybe.
In the box of doom. As you guys, again, now it's just a get it and hope it's real kind of game, which that's kind of the haunted house of we can't fight them, so let's just grab them.
87.
Yes!
Gingy, do you want a necklace?
She is in your armor. It would be easy to
I then
understand.
put it in the pocket with Gingy.
So Gingy, amulet the size of you, we'll resize
This
it
is her
later.
new armor.
Yeah, Gingy's armor is now
She
just
has
a
a shield.
full neck. It's a shield. It's a little
Oh, that's
shield. Adorable. I love it.
Really cute. She gets a shield.
Gingy, your little shield pops up.
Cool, do we need to stay
um,
with the spider any longer?
No.
Alright, time to go. Let's just go on to the next room.
Adora,
Go, go,
I
go.
will say if you're gonna leave its opportunity attack range.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh. Your AC is still 20.
Mm-hmm.
Barely misses on a 19. As dang it. Man, but my spider.
Spider!
Adora misses the opportunity attack. Yeah, do you guys just want to like run to the master bedroom?
Yep.
Because how many more we need? 2?
You need 2 more, because
Yeah.
we just need one for Valka, and we need one for Adora.
So we were in master
And we need
bedroom.
one for Stoic.
Stoic.
So we need 3 more?
Wait.
No, we already had
Yeah.
down to 3.
Oh,
We
Adora
just
already
had
had
one.
one.
Yeah.
You just need Valka
And Stoic.
and Stoic.
So 2 more.
Okay.
2 more.
We got this.
I was
Quick,
like, what do you mean Adora?
You
So
guys
we
run.
got
I
3.
will say this though. Part of what's going on, we are not truly ending this initiative because. Sorry, let me lock that in. You guys rush into the room. Adora, very quickly before you slam the door shut, rising up from the covers.
Frankenstein.
Very not happy with his nap. Wrapped in cloth and embalming fluid, a mummy.
I'm so sorry to wake you up, sir.
The
he wearing an
mummy
amulet?
is going to, somewhere under those wrappings. It seems
Yeah.
bulky. Here comes his initiative. Ooh, that was much better for the mummy. Cool. But Minrith, that's your turn. As again, very Scooby-Doo, you all run into the next room. Ah, another monster!
That is very Scooby-Doo. I love it.
Minrith, that's
From
you.
some of vibes, dear.
Is there a loose part of the wrapping?
Just pull?
There's a loose part. You might be able to try to grab the amulet.
I would like to
As
try
if
and
not full Scooby-Doo, you yank it.
I would like to try and unwrap the mummy is.
It's like a top.
We're gonna flavor this as getting the amulet. Yeah, but you're
Even
trying
if
to.
it's just my movement like circling around the
So,
stupid
Minrith,
mummy.
you, hey, Scooby-Doo rules apply
Scooby-Doo
here.
rules.
Scooby-Doo rules!
Here we go.
Scooby-Doo.
Where are
Minrith
you?
runs up. Yank, we're gonna here. Let
Hey,
me
can your spider
roll.
talk to
Let me roll your. What's your
Right
DC?
here.
It's a DC 16 right now.
I rolled badly, but I'm gonna use my auger point.
Auger
Nice.
point, sorcery point.
That was a nat 13. It was a nat 1.
A
But I
nat-
take the better one.
You do take the better.
So it's
8. You go. It's like I got this. And Minrith, did you know that Egyptian doctors and magicians, when they wrap the mummies, it was not just one continuous wraparound.
I know,
It
it's
was
obnoxious.
well tapped. So you ha ha and it just rips off like maybe 2 feet of like
Okay.
linen.
Can I end on the opposite side to offer flank?
Yeah, your movement that like
Thank you.
I got this.
I
Okay,
did
that's-
not.
It would have been so funny if it
That
worked.
would've been
If that had worked, hey, Adora talked a bunch of ghosts into just leaving, so
Right,
like
and
you gotta try.
just took the necklace off of
I'm
the
sorry
spider.
we
What's
took
it gonna
a
do?
spooky haunted house and made it Scooby-Doo.
At the end of your turn, Minrith,
It's very scary, I
it is
promise.
the mummy's turn.
Oh
The mummy will
Go.
mummy.
Mommy.
It's going to start. It is going to stare at you, Minrith. Its sunken, dead eyes under the wrappings glare against you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving
Why are there
throw.
so
Hey,
many
can
dead
mummies be
things
frightened?
here?
No.
no! Okay, just speaking of saving throws.
But the spider can, so on its turn I'll roll for it.
Oh, sweet.
This mummy cannot. It's a 9, and you just used it.
Yeah.
You are now frightened of the mummy.
You know what? That's fair, actually.
Oh no! You
Oh,
okay?
no.
You didn't fail by 5 or more though.
Oh, thank heaven.
Wait, no, 9?
Yeah.
What am I saying? It's DC 15.
Oh no.
You are frightened and paralyzed until the end of the mummy's
Frick.
next turn.
So.
As dreadful glare comes off against you, mummy, as
Mummy? Sorry.
mummy,
Sorry.
it is now going to attack you with a rotting fist.
Well, that's
It has
gonna suck.
advantage because of your paralysis, and if it hits, it's automatically a crit. That's a 12. That misses. On the
it
higher of
does.
the two, though, higher of the two is still 12. Not a crit, and not. Holy cow, that would have been way too much damage.
Yeah, that would've
Minrith
been
is
bad.
paralyzed in fear, gang. At the end of the mummy's turn, the spider turn. As the
No.
spider,
Is it frightened?
click, 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 is going to make a check to see if frightened. That is on the die a natural 14. Sorry. The spider can't get through the door. You're right. Bonus action.
What?
Disappears. As its legs spindle and claw out and rip little holes in space and ethereal time.
Stop playing Baldur's Gate 3!
Yeah.
Blink.
It's a phase spider.
It's a face spider.
God, that's why it looked ghostly.
Ethereal jumped. As it
Ethereal jump,
walks,
as it just says, I'm in the room now.
it's. But that was its bonus action. It can't technically come back on an action.
And we're completely sure it doesn't have negative wisdom.
No, it actually has a +0 to wisdom. It's not wise at all. It's a spider. At the end of the spider's turn, it's very unsettling where it's like it's no longer slamming against the door trying to come in. It's just quiet. Valka, that's you.
I think I'm going to run up and attack this mummy.
So you run up as Minrith, paralyzed in fear.
I
you
no longer get advantage because she's
Because I'm
paralyzed,
paralyzed.
right?
exactly
That's okay.
incapacitated. 2 and a 4.
I will take flat attacks.
Flat.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for the first one.
My gosh, that hits.
Bonk.
Bonk.
And the second one is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20 hits. You
Uh,
didn't stamina point these, but one
We
you'll
rolled
still
down
double
the damage for one
the
of them.
damage for one.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about stamina pointing.
You're good.
Should
Your
I just
Crimson
add
Right's
extra-
still on, so technically it's a magical attack.
Should I just
Otherwise,
add extra dice? Because I don't know how much math my brain wants to do with what's double the
Yeah,
dice
sure.
right now.
no, I feel it. Just add extra dice in.
Okay. So that's 3 more d6, right? Because
Mhm.
2 for the weapon and 1 for the... Excellent. I get death maracas, guys.
lousy badge. I'll get
No,
those
for like Granny and stuff.
for Nana. And
Like for Nana and other characters, since I want to get one for like Lily. It's like, you have to get my character, and I like, oh, it's
Lousy
lousy
badge.
badge.
I rolled
So-
4 1s and 1 2, so I'm re-rolling 5 dice.
that's such a busted fight. Oh my gosh.
One of them is still a 1.
Okay. But I assume others aren't.
Others are much better. And I'm only... My modifier gets doubled once, right? So it's a total of 9 for my modifier.
Mhm. Best part of D&D when you're all intently watching one person do math.
Sorry.
No, I get it. It's just that's the best part. Where
49.
49
Are you
49.
serious?
on both attacks.
I rolled like 4 5s, 3 4s, a 3, and a 1.
I will let you know, without that Crimson Right, this would have been 0 damage and 0 cents because
But I got
this thing
Crimson
is
Right.
immune to that, like anything that's not magic.
That freaking rocks.
Valka, this is a mummy. It is a dead body cursed with magic and wrapped in effing paper. You tear through half of its body, leaving it on death's literal door in 2 big whack-a-mole hits.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh. Well done. At the end of your turn, Valka, Dax, you see this. This creature's about to just go poof.
Okay, there we go. In that case, can I see the amulet yet?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Okay.
Valka has ripped it wide open.
Cool, then I would like to dive for the amulet.
Here we go. DC 13.
Hey, sleight of hand, come on, you. Oh, okay. That's a 21.
My gosh. Dax, heck yeah, man. It's that like Valka rips open. You see that opening in the cloth, dive, tumble through. Amulet pulls out easily, wrapped in the cloth there. Go ahead and make me that percentile roll.
Excuse me, sir.
What's that?
I need
Yes,
this.
exactly.
96.
Heck yeah!
96. Luck turning around. Whew, the Peacekeepers. Dax, you are feeling a part of this team like, oh, I get it now. Whew.
I get it now. Ivy.
This is awesome.
You
This
dive past.
join.
As you all sit here, that's just one amulet left. Or, again, if you are okay with Stoic not having it, you could just say no.
No.
My concern is just like his intention, as he expresses very much, I am traveling with you guys for the foreseeable
Yeah.
future, so I feel like that would just
You
be
just
I
need
just
one
don't
more.
think it would be wise
But
for
of
him to
course,
try to
the
stop
mummy
it,
is
you
still
know?
here and attacking. I mean,
Do I
Minareth
have
is still
persuade
full
wave?
paralyzed.
Does
Depends.
it end when the mummy is dead?
Maybe.
Or we're gonna have to carry you around.
Only for a little bit, because it says until the mummy
Gingy,
starts-
that is your
Right,
turn then.
that's
As
fine, yeah.
Dax, you got full everything you need there with the amulet.
So would I still be able to use my bonus action to healing light, though?
Yes, you would. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cool. I'm going to kind of reach out now, pointing towards Adora, and let's go ahead and give her just a little bit of healing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Adora's been pretty here ever since the first of it all.
Well, that's a 1. So
Thanks, Dax.
Thanks, Dax. Hey,
Well,
Dax.
there have been multiple
It's
times when
better
one of
than
our
nothing.
party members has been about one.
Hey, Dax.
It's true.
You did it though. You got the amulet. It's real, and you healed. That's a success for the Peacekeepers. That's a good turn.
Dax, mine would be on one of our just like movement turns if I have an action. I can heal it.
Gingy, that is your turn then.
Is there anything that I can do to help unparalyze Minareth?
Gingy, unfortunately, most of your unparalysis stuff is bigger spell work you may not have access to right now.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure it's gone very soon.
Can I I offer a help to her on her next?
Yes, offer the help action for sure.
Clever.
So, Gingy, you scuttle around the floor of this little cookie dude. You run up into Minareth's little pocket there and just start getting ready to offer the help action. Solid stuff, actually. Solid turn. That brings us to, with Adora, because Gingy did just leave your pocket, but Adora, that's your turn. Mummy's on death's door, and the spider's no longer banging on the door.
Cool. So Minareth is not moving.
Minareth is paralyzed.
Cool, Minareth, if it's okay, I'm gonna scoop you up and we're gonna run off to the next room.
I
Well,
can't
I think the
respond.
mummy's not down yet, so if
Mummy's
you
not down
go
yet.
up to him and run,
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
get an opportunity attack on you. You can hit him.
He's on death's door.
And it only lasts till his next turn anyway, so like a couple
Yeah.
more seconds.
You want to punch him?
Slap.
Just picturing you bitch slapping a mummy.
I actually, I have a +8 and it's 6 bludgeoning damage. Can I just slap that? That's not gonna hit.
What?
What'd you
What
get?
did you roll?
2 out of 10.
On a 10, Adora, you with the full force of
She's a
Frosty,
fighter,
like,
she has 2 attacks.
how dare you! Whoa, and just like,
I
air.
miss it. 2 attacks. Backhand.
Backhand. You forgot the back of my hand. Was that another 2?
No.
Oh,
no,
good.
9 + 8.
Okay, I just thought you
On
lost.
17,
Don't tell
you
me.
backhand the mummy. Head
6
spins around, but your fist is non-magical, so it deals no damage.
How did I forget
No,
about
I
that?
thought it would.
Nope, that's a monk. Adora, huh, miss,
Yeah, monk.
backhand, haha, and the mummy like stops its head, just, looks right at you. That like,
I'm
uh-oh.
sorry, I was dumb and told you to do
I
that.
like tap his cheek.
Just pat the cheeks.
Like,
Um,
just,
Minareth, you are
I was
fully
like,
paralyzed.
attack. I completely
Um,
forgot you didn't have magical stuff.
So unfortunately, you
that
are.
was the plan.
That's it.
But
yeah.
you're there to flank for whoever comes up next.
But we
Minareth,
forgot about
you
the
guys are all
spell.
starting to get the flank off. I'm so sorry, Minareth. That's your turn. That's incapacitated.
Do I get to make another save, or is that it?
No, it's the
That's what I
mummy's
thought.
thing. It just lasts until its next turn.
That's okay.
Minareth, at the end of your turn, that's the mummy's turn. The
I
mummy
knew.
starts with another dreadful glare, this time at Adora. Adora, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, right, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
you right.
forfeit it.
You right.
Does she have advantage?
Nat.
Oh no, because we don't have the swords.
Are you?
20.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
You are,
Wow.
because you succeeded on it, you are immune to
No, I
the
saw it,
dreadful
don't
glare
worry.
for 24 hours. You're good. But instead, it will then take its rotting fist
I
attack
just-
at
I just-
Minareth.
Slap his cheek a little.
Minareth, with advantage, higher of the two was a 21 to hit. So this is a critical hit. So
Oh,
here's
no.
the bludgeoning damage plus the necrotic. Please make me a Constitution saving throw flat. Oh my gosh.
Can I make it roll flat?
Oh, with her.
Mhm.
Oh, but that's like.
Even
technically
flat
taking
is still a
reaction and
yeah, incapacity.
Oh, I
you can have
can't
that
take
reaction
reaction.
until the end of its turn.
You're right. Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
stuff.
Okay.
You can add 20, yes.
Yeah, you could definitely that 20 this. Okay.
Hey,
This
do
could
I
be
got a
other
good
movement?
constitution. I had to say something. That's a 15 because I rolled
15.
an
Minareth, we will start with the damage. That is
You got me there.
47 points of damage as 27
8.
points of
I
bludgeoning
am down.
and 20 necrotic.
I have resistance to necrotic, but I'm still down. So that's
Still
a
would be
death
another
saving-
10 yeah.
Death fail.
Here's what's about to happen. Oh no, this was all one attack. Again, everything against you is crit. So it was one attack to perfectly drop you 0. Didn't outdo, so you don't have a death fail yet.
That's good.
Minareth, though, as you're reduced on that con save, you barely succeed. You do not have Mummy Rot, which would have stopped you from regaining hit points ever.
Whoa.
That is, Mummy Rot is a big curse kind of thing. As that
Oh.
happens, Minareth,
Hey, there's a balcony, yeah?
you are at 0 hit points. All of you watch Minareth disappear. Minareth, you are back in the normal time stream. Thankfully, you have an amulet with you. As Merlin just like, I can't keep a hold of this! As you see Gabriel just like, keep trying! Minareth,
But
you're
I'm
back.
dead.
You died in the time spat you back out.
So I'm long rest again?
You're back at what we were at the start of this, which will still long rest probably before the next session.
Okay.
So you're not at 0, but it's that like
You were
Time
kind of
cannot
at the
handle-
state in which you were before
I
you were
see.
put in.
you died in time, and time does not like that. So you just got put back.
Okay.
Merlin
That
can't
makes
stop
sense.
you. If you drop to full 0, it's that like he can't keep you there. So you're not dead, but
That's
Can't
good to know
help.
that that's the mechanic.
that's the mechanic. At the end of the mummy's turn, that was its full turn, appearing out
Can it not?
of the Ethereum.
No.
I was at full hit points when we went back, by the way. so-
Yes, you were. So now you're just back. The phase spider bonus actions is,
That's all.
it is going to bite into Adora because you are the one with the amulet.
Yay.
So flat roll, 8. Damn it. 8 synthetically. I rolled really low. Spider lunges at you but doesn't hit you. Valka, that's you.
I'm going to bonus action Celestial Revelation.
Oh, love to see it.
So both the mummy and the spider have to roll a charisma saving throw.
Don't like that. Mummy, I believe just failed on a 3.
Yeah.
And the spider, crap. Yeah, 7. Failed.
Awesome. So they are both frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
So Valka, you, boom, boom. Mummy and spider are now frightened of you
I'm going to take my first attack against the mummy.
with
And-
advantage.
Yes,
Frightened,
with
yep.
advantage. And see if I can hit it down. How close to Death's Door or Blood Eater? Where is it?
Death's door.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't kill it, if that makes sense.
Yes. So I will stamina point this first attack to make sure it kills it if I hit.
Clever. Don't leave it up to the dice.
11 plus 6, 17 to hit.
17 hits with the stamina
So-
point. Valka destroys the mummy out of existence.
Excellent.
Boom.
And then I have a second attack for the spider.
And second attack on the spider. Valka steps over the mummy corpse.
Supposed to do non.
Natural 19.
Nat 19 plus
We've
will hit the
We've
spider.
been operating under the non-lethal damage thing.
Until you guys say, I'ma kill it. I've been operating under do it non-lethally.
So the
Oh, that is excellent. 19 points of damage.
19. Crap. The spider immediately looks bloodied.
Excellent.
Again, don't have a ton of hit points, but they are grody. As Valka, excellent turn. Dax, that's you. Dax, you all saw Minareth just disappear. Like, no thought, no warning. The second that mummy, like, pushed its hand through her heart, gone.
And, is there any indication that she's not here anymore? Like, would we be able to recognize that she's been pulled out of time, or...
I'd say insight-wise, it's that, like, mummies shouldn't be able to cause their victims to disappear. I think it's enough passive insight of she was taken by time, and we gotta hope for the best.
Yeah.
In that case, I think Dax might try... Oh, the spider's intimidated already.
Spider's got that fear
It's
condition.
frightened, yep.
reverse arachnophobia.
Okay. Could I... okay.
Phobia
I
arachnus?
kind of want to
Phobia arachnus.
intimidate it to kind of get it to leave.
Go for it. Make me intimidation with advantage. Again, fear condition on Valka should last. Or it's that, like, we'll let it be something where, kind of like with the vampire spawn of, like, get.
Yeah.
It is funny because just thinking of the fact that you have a frightful presence, I'm like looking at the lineup. I'm like, yeah, it would be Valka who would have
Oh.
the frightful presence.
Oh, that thing, advantage was good.
What was it?
23.
Normal and not
Dax, what would this intimidation look like? You and Bart with this giant phase spider looming over you. What does that look like?
I think she's fine.
So Dax is going to kind of dart
Yes,
around
respectable,
Valka and get
still
right
a
up
very
in
few
its
difference
face.
than I think Valka's the tallest in the party by a lot.
Using my
Yeah,
spear,
'cause she
I'm
runs
going to kind of
command-
bat aside its claws. Not its claws, but its
Mandibles?
jaw. Mandible, there we go. Kind of bat them aside and get right up into its eyes and just kind of screech at it.
So, this spider who's like freaking out, frightened of Valka, everything going on, Dax, you slap against his mandibles and start screeching high-pitched wail against it. This spider straight up goes, nope, and boop, blinks
Milks
out of
right
there.
out of there.
You know what? I would too.
I ain't messing with that.
I'm messing with that.
If a drow just started screeching
I
unholy,
don't know what he's doing,
yeah,
but
like,
it's not gonna be
I'm
good.
done.
Excellent.
So fair.
You all exit initiative, but sans Minareth.
We gotta rush and hope for the best.
Is
I
it?
actually have a question, shenanery related.
Yeah.
So, this would mean that I have all my abilities that I use there back. I have cooled down enough that I could trade out a spell for clairvoyance. Could I cast clairvoyance through
Through
the tiny blinding
time?
stuff that Merlin is doing and see if I
You-
could offer augury points based off of what I see?
That's
Here's what I
busted
will say.
shenaniganery.
Unfortunately, if it weren't for the fact that everything happening with you right now is happening within the span of 6 seconds,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they would need to stay here another hour for what you do. Again, time is
Right.
different on both ends,
That's fine.
right?
I just
So
figured you
unfortunately,
were
just
that.
so
good ass,
cool
good
that-
ass. But
yeah.
unfortunately,
Thank you.
because of what Merlin's doing, it's more of that like, you guys have all the time you need because he really can only hold it for maybe 24, 25 seconds anyway.
Is there anything I can do with my augury points to help Merlin? Okay.
All right, is it time to rush, gang?
Yes. We just need one
One
more.
more.
Just one more. You rush back out. Again, small closets and stuff already in the master bedroom.
Got this, guys.
Making your way through the web, which is already starting to fade, you see the staircase here that leads back downstairs. There's a side room up here that does not contain anything. You rush into an office, bathroom, nothing. Rushing back out, small side rooms, nothing. Moving through, bit of a trophy room, lots of heads of dragons and elk and other things lined the walls, nothing. The top floor seems to be empty.
And there's nothing above this, no attic or anything?
There's no attic.
Is there like a basement? Do we need to go
There
back down?
is this staircase right here leads all the way downstairs to the basement.
Let's do it.
Here we go, gang.
The basement.
Down one level, click. And here we go. Down another level, click. You enter a cellar. The cellar here is filled with giant casks, each with years and names written. You, names of like wines you would assume, like different
Because
bottles.
I had the first knee jerk and then like realized, but yeah, I see the panic.
Yeah.
That was not
As you
just
guys
me.
enter in, there's a small hole in the wall. Literally a hole in the wall.
How small? Is this like Bart needs to crawl through and see for
As
us?
in, because of size-wise, Gingy or Bart would be the ones to get through this
Can
hole.
Gigi write Bart?
I was just gonna ask that.
Eat it, right?
Gingy, do you want to ride a spider into battle?
Sure.
That's so fun. I
Gingy,
love this.
you and Bart, all of you watch, you give that little, like, yeah, and Bart, like, on his hind legs, skitter, skitter, skitter.
That's adorable.
And
I
these
hate
two,
spiders, but that's adorable.
you guys slip
I feel
through.
like
Kind of
Bart
makes
is
me
the
think of the
adorable
baby
spider.
doll head on the spider things from A Toy
Gingy.
Story.
Yeah.
As you enter in here, the first thing you're seeing, Gingy, is that this is a hollowed out cave. Something has like dug this out. As you kind of move through,
You guys went into the boss room.
this
Yeah,
is
we have other options.
a big carved out area. Gingy, something suddenly moves fast in the shadows.
Gigi stealth?
Not yet. You have to start saying stealth. Gingy,
I'm gonna
A-
call it there.
a large reptilian creature scutters across the wall down towards you. I need everyone to roll initiative as the lizard creature roars in anger.
11.
I'm gonna call out to everyone. There's a
Shoot him
monster here.
Adrian Puffer.
You see,
Oh my gosh!
as you say, there's a monster. All of you are alerted immediately to the initiative happening.
Gosh, you have another freaking nat 20.
Adora is rolling hot tonight with that nat 20. Valka, what'd you get?
11.
11. Dax, what'd you get?
Sorry, it disappeared. That was also an 11.
Ooh, also. And Gingy with a 21. Very helpful,
Nice.
Gingy. As I will now roll a couple initiatives. Ooh, that is interesting. Okay. Thankfully, Gingy, the lizard got a 15. As Gingy, Adora, even on that 20, technically Gingy and Adora, you share initiative. Gingy, you will go first though, because even on Adora's net 20, Gingy actually still rolled higher. Gingy is a speedy little cookie. Gingy, lizard screams at you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna scream back at it in fear.
Ah!
If it
But then I think,
try and grab
do
it
I
and
still
set it
have my
back up.
feminine spike, or was that taken when we came into this
Um,
time change?
I don't think you have, no weapons right now, unfortunately, Gingy.
So Valka did say something.
I was just pointing out if it has an amulet, you could try and like grab it and then skitter back out of the hole really fast.
Can I make an investigation?
Easy enough, I should say. The trick here being every monster has an amulet. Yes, Gingy, there is an amulet on the lizard.
Can I tell if it's a real one or not?
Unfortunately, part of the magic of these is you have to be the one holding it to know that.
Can I, Bart and have, somehow message Bart to, scuttle up, circle around so that he can't, he's and but can't, hit us, so that I can get up and take a look at it, and then maybe have Bart scuttle down if it's not real.
Here's what I'll say. Again, Gingy, it's, you're gonna make a sleight of hand if you want to try to grab it. It's, the magics of these are unsure until you got it. What I would ask them, though, it's a smart plan, you can try to get the amulet. I'm gonna, oh, really? That's a DC 6 sleight of hand.
Woo!
I
Oh
forgot
my
the
gosh.
lizard has a -3 to dex.
Really?
Oh, it's a fat, big, angry lizard
Huh.
that lives in the cave. 16. Gingy, as Bart, Bart cyclones around up the lizard. You grab the amulet, go ahead and roll a D100. Metaphorical box of doom.
Please be real. This is our last one. Come on.
One must hope.
Very much hope.
70.
Oh, so
A
close!
70 is barely not enough.
5%!
5% away. Gingy, you scuttle up, you slip the
Can I use my inspiration on Gingy?
Can't use inspiration for
Yeah.
D100s,
Can we
really.
allow the one time because
Just because it was an actual. Gingy, the lizard has a fake amulet. It is coated in weird cave cobwebs and blood. It's not real at all.
Are we out of monsters after this?
And I'm gonna,
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
get up.
Yeah, my friend. As you get ready to go. The lizard's gonna
Is he within
try.
60 feet of me?
Yes,
Does he have to roll for frightened then?
we'll have to roll for frightened. Yes, we'll
'Cause
roll
this
frightened.
could be a disadvantage. This
The
is
lizard is frightened of you.
Yes! Alright, so
All right.
disadvantage on Gingy.
Disadvantage attack of opportunity to try to hit Gingy. Yee, you're gonna want that. Yee. That's still an 18 at disadvantage.
What's your AC right now, Gingy?
She has a shield, +2.
Not really.
Dang.
I mean, I might a lot, but 18
Aw.
hits, meets it, beats it.
Really?
Gingy, that is 15 damage as this tail, boom, slams on the ground, tries to crush you as Bart is able to at least skitter away. Also, kind of using your movement, Gingy, is how I'm allowing this. Gingy, you pop out of the wall as a lot's happening. Lizard's fake, though. You know as much. Adora, that's you with Dax. You're on deck after a bit of NPC stuff.
It's a fake.
That's a fake.
I'm gonna run along because apparently he'll just zap us up wherever we don't have to stick together anymore.
Yeah, it's not like, again, they told you
Clear the whole
second
house.
you've got it, you just need to call out to Merlin and
Cool.
it's instant.
I'm gonna take my movement to run down the hallway to see what else we can see.
So,
if there's any other monsters.
5, 10,
that aren't
15,
in that
20,
cave.
25, 30. Cellar keeps stretching onward. That's just your movement. Do you want to
Sprint.
dash? Yep. Another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Adora, there's another hole in the wall. This one's much more human-sized.
I yell out, I'm going in the hole in the wall. You know. Or I guess
Alright.
do they see me? They can see me.
Yeah, you guys can now see her. Now that...
Cool, I'm not gonna yell that then.
So, you all see Adora,
I'll go in.
25, 30. You go into this little area
Hide
and
it.
see...
Stealth.
In initiative, you had to do an action stealth. Adora, a giant flesh golem and a hag
Oh.
working on the golem,
Huh.
standing next to it. Each have an amulet on them.
You know what? I'm okay that Minrith is gone for now.
Yeah, I'm okay. Minard's like, you guys got this. This is all you.
I'll be cheering you on.
Adora, that's your movement. Everything gets you there, though. You reveal this as that is the night hag's turn.
It's a night hag.
The night hag turn, seeing Adora.
Turd.
Yeah, you're welcome.
DIY night? Can I join?
DIY, you hag. Screeches,
Design
points
the
and claw at
creature
you. Rushes over, is going to slash at you.
20 armor
Oh
points.
gosh, I rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh.
That's 26 to hit Adora.
Fine.
That's 14 points of slashing damage as the
How
hag
many hit points do I have?
cackles
I have
into
26
life.
left.
Adora, bow, almost bloodied there, right bit, halfway. The hag is angry and laughing at you. As the hag takes her turn, the giant lizard, boom, 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 20 feet upwards and in, Gingy. Oh, excuse me.
Afraid of,
5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20.
I can't go towards Valka.
It can't go
Right.
towards Valka, so it has to go
Oh, it's coming to me.
5 through the wall. It does burrow through the wall.
Okay.
10, 15, 20 dash action. Only actually puts a Adora, something is coming through the wall at you. But you know, the lizard is a fake amulet. Gingy would have easily been able to tell you all.
Okay.
So, Dax, that is your turn. Oh, you're muted. You're good.
Okay, so looking through the eyes of Bar, I would have seen that Gingy is fine for now.
Yep.
Can we hear the burrowing and stuff going on with Adora?
Yes. Something's burning through. Again, Adora just went, can I join? Very sarcastically at some, like, oh crap, something else is in here.
That is very Adora.
It is.
And in that case, I'm going to try to give Adora some backup.
Okay.
So I'm going to go towards her, and I guess I can't really do anything else with my action, so let's go ahead and dash and kind of get...
Right behind Adora, yeah. So,
Yeah.
you rush in.
Not...
Mhm.
Not to the point where I'm blocking off her escape if she needs to back out, but
Smart.
definitely be right there. And then bonus action, I am going to Healing Light.
Got it.
And
Thank
everyone else is going to be fine, so let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 3. Whoops, not that. So that'll be 3 plus 1.
Can I? Yeah, giving a bunch.
Fine, so Adora, you'll get 12 hit points back.
So Adora,
I'm gonna
look.
Find you and say, you can do this.
Thanks, Dax. Also, I think it's super cool how you're just able to blend into the group so quickly.
Dax, you're doing really good.
You're doing a great job,
Adora,
Dax.
no longer on death's door. Gotta feel good. Valka, that's you.
I'm going to take my full movement towards Adora.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Does that put me within 60 feet of the flesh golem and the hag?
Ooh, I believe it
They're
does.
gonna need some wisdom saves.
Well, here darn too.
Wisdom saves.
I don't know what just happened there, but wisdom
It
saves.
was really funny.
Flesh Golem. That's a nat 4.
Woo!
Flesh Golem's afraid of Alka. The hag rolled a nat 3. It's afraid.
Yes! They are both
I'm
frightened of
so
me.
mad. Normally they could have made it, but they didn't.
And I've got an action, right? I may as well dash to, be near.
It's kind of like Dax, where it's like
Yeah.
using that 30 feet, again, not blocking off that route just in case the door needs to, but both of you dash actioning up and in, as now everything here is afraid of Alka.
Woo!
Um,
So nothing can move towards us.
which is super smart, as it is now the Flesh Golem's turn. Oh, I'm
Is he
so
gonna
mad.
shield her?
It's going to throw a rock at Adora. It's the closest it can do. Has disadvantage because you're in its line of sight. I'm not going to roll a second one. On a nat 2 plus
You'll love to
7
see it.
for 9.
It hits the wall next to me.
Big
right
rock.
next to me.
Like, yeah, explosion right next to your face, Adora. Just like, oh no.
This is the most broken ability.
Oh,
when it
he can
works.
technically do it twice, though. He does have 2 attacks. So he's gonna, but so disadvantage.
I love that it...
Oh, 12 and 11. 11 plus 9 is 20 exactly.
Okay, what I think is hilarious is like Adora sees the next one and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to my other side. No, he throws it to the same place
Same,
again.
exact same play. You take a full
I love
13 to
that.
the face, Adora, of like, I got it. He's gonna throw it the other way.
Got you, got
Hey,
me.
this is a flesh golem. What'd you expect? Boom! Adora, you get hit full rock in the face.
Full concussion.
Again, without Dax's healing, though, that, Adora, you may have been in a really bad spot. So thankfully, Adora, just now, once again, about halfway, the end of the Flesh Golem's turn, Gingy. That is you, my friend.
And we still don't have magic here, right?
Still don't have magic. Still part of the house.
Okay, I'm going to receive
Yeah.
movement to teleport over to where everybody is.
Yep.
To be fair, he doesn't have anything
So,
to make his
But
attacks
if he's a
magical.
barbarian,
Gingy, you rush
He's had
over,
so many things that have needed magical
looking
attacks.
much better now. So
I'm a
Gingy, yeah,
monk, but doesn't the rage
I'll actually
allow
allow
you to magic
Bart's
damage?
movement could have started moving you on
Well,
Dax's
yeah.
turn. I'll allow you to be locked up with the party there, Gingy.
Okay.
Yeah, I realized Bart should have been moving anyway, so like as on Dax's turn, Bart should have started moving you.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say then, Gingy, it's more of that like, yeah, you're riding the steed, but it's still your legs that pop out under and just run with Bart. Like it's not like it's a fun steed. You're still technically faster than a spider, so it's like okay, let's run with my spider
It's
friend.
like a bike that you can kind of like hoist up and then run and then put it on the ground.
So if you want to offer any help actions, Gingy, you still have all the help actions or anything else you want to try.
Help. And they're currently afraid of Adora.
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were afraid of Valka.
Or Valka.
Help action to offer the help action at another opportune moment.
Right. It's that like we need the necklaces, saving that held action for like we gotta get these. I'm gonna help out my friends. I like it, Gingy. That brings us to speak of the pancake face, Adora. Feeling the blood and rock on your face as that's just a rock, let alone what it can do when it actually can
In a
move towards
concussed state, are you guys ready for the for the turn of a lifetime?
it. Here we go,
Okay, so
Adora.
she's within 5 feet of me.
Uh-oh, my
Object
phone just died.
interaction.
Oh, no.
I need a charger.
I can go grab mine.
You can
I've
take this
never
with
had
me.
my phone in this phone.
Oh,
Thank
Technical
you.
difficulties.
All right, Dora, what do you want to try?
So,
Spooky music, spooky
guess
music,
what?
spooky music.
she's within 5 feet of me.
Yes.
Yoinking that necklace.
All right, the hag has disadvantage thanks to fear, but
What's the DC?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh.
Why?
All right, make
Why
your check.
would you do
Can I come
this?
It won't make sense because the second one I rolled is already on. It was the first one I rolled. Because again, for disadvantage.
14.
14 flat.
You're
As you rush through
Oh, no, 12 plus 2.
12 plus 2,
Yeah, that's 14.
14.
Yeah. You said 14 flat, sorry. Continue.
Will beat. It rolled for its first a 12 plus 6 for 18. But with that disadvantage, on a nat 2, that's an 8. Adora, you snap it off its neck.
Before we
Roll
figure out if
to
it's
see if
real
it's
or
real.
not, Adora's gonna yell, "Not yet!" on my mark.
On your
Essentially
mark.
screaming, "Don't,
In the box
don't
of
call
doom.
for Merlin until I say so."
54.
Crumbles in my hand, I throw it away.
Crumbles in your
Guess
hand.
what? If you're gonna count that as an action, yeah?
That's an action.
Action surge, motherfucker! And
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna take whatever damage the hag is gonna throw at me, and I'm gonna jump at
you're
that
still
golem.
within 5 feet of the hag and the
Oh!
golem.
I
Right.
love it.
Golem!
Golem. The golem's gonna roll once again at disadvantage.
Golem turned distress eating.
And I'm
Here
guessing
is-
he's not very dexterous, right?
Not when he rolls like that, though. All right, Adora.
Come on, you got this.
Plus
you
2.
got this.
This golem, with all its dexterity and
Blow
might,
on it. Blow on it.
just rolled
Blow on it.
a nat 3. Adora, don't roll a nat 1.
Plus 2.
She has a point of inspiration.
Plus
A nat
2.
3 plus 2 is 5.
Oh my gosh!
So, on a nat 3
I
versus a
didn't
nat
roll on
3...
it.
Oh, and Gingy would have offered you advantage anyway.
Oh, that's right.
Right, okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but
So,
she already-
you're for sure good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild. The golem rolled nat 3 minus 1. All right. In the box
It's
of
the
doom,
battle of the nat 3.
Oh my
here's
gosh!
the percentile die. Ready?
Come on.
Respect the box. You
Throw it
gotta
back when
respect
it
it.
misses you.
You gotta respect it.
Yeah, respect it.
Respect the box. Respect the pouch. Respect it.
Forgive her.
Blow on it.
Thank you, Tash and Rebecca, for humoring us in the studio, I guess.
Fuck
Do you want to know what that is?
Is that a 75?
We watched a exact 5, and it rolled onto the 7 for an exact 75.
Oh
my
my gosh!
This freaking
It forgave her grudgingly.
You better like
carry
carry
my
one
husband
shot.
with you.
Oh my gosh.
Adora.
Merlin!
This is for Stoic. As
And now
Adora, I wish my phone hadn't have just died, because that would have been the music, the full Princess of Power, on the edge of greenness. You, hag comes at you, double backflip, grab it in the air, fake,
Skin on the
throw it
ground.
away, action surge, jump up. The golem raises both fists, interlocks fingers. It would have been so much damage. Snap it down. This is a real amulet.
Merlin! Hands
Merlin!
are coming down the head.
Boom!
You love
As
this. That was such
tick,
a fun one
tick,
shot.
tick, tick,
Holy cow.
to the golem's hands unlace as it slowly backs down. The hag unburrowing from the wall. You watch time backs up, then starts speeding forward fast. Worlds pass, nations rise and fall, and suddenly you are all completely back
Oh my gosh,
In
you
the
guys.
chieftain's home.
You guys.
You guys sitting there with everyone. Merlin stops. Just, whew, that was a toughie. All right. As he claps his hands, you see he straddles piggyback onto Gabriel. He's like, away to the next ones. Gabriel doesn't blink, doesn't make a word, just goes, yes, to the next. As with a flutter of wings, they disappear from the chieftain.
I think you
Oh,
have...
yes, Gingy, but did you want to ask them something?
I would want to, before they disappear, I wanted to ask Gabriel if he's heard from the Muffin Man at all.
Oh,
Kinda.
we already.
I realized you were helping with Kimberly. Gingy, when you ask about the Muffin Man, Uriel, anything, Gabriel doesn't blink, doesn't move his head, doesn't move his body even a fraction of an inch. It may seem like Gabriel can't talk about Uriel or the Muffin Man. You know, like, one and the same. He can't say a word about any of it. As you kind of overheard, Gabriel is still technically a servant of heaven, and if Michael's calling that shot and gives that order, he can't say a word on what they found. Otherwise, again, all of you flashback to Azazel in the garden of burning before your eyes.
Yeah.
Gabriel can't afford to actively disobey him. No angel can. Once you got an order, you gotta follow it.
Could I, before he lips away?
Yeah.
I just want to put my tarot cards against him for just a second. I mean, I know it's just very superstitious, but bless
That's
the
so
moon.
sad. That's like the woman reaching out for the hem of Jesus.
Oh my
so
God!
That
sad.
was the
No,
exact
that's
image
so
in my mind.
Sad.
Oh
No, do you want to know the image I had in my mind? A child putting a drawing at their parent and saying, "Look at my drawing."
No, she's not even
Look at
asking for any attention. She's just touching him. Like, oh, it's
It's-
so
yeah.
depressing.
I'm just like,
Oh my gosh, that
beings
really hurts.
who are very. I'm
doesn't
like,
even
also
want
have
acknowledgement. It's
Gabriel?
just the touch. Oh my gosh.
As you touch the tarot
You're making
cards
me
to
so
Gabriel,
sad.
Okay.
Gabriel stops and turns. You all have Enochian amulets. This as well. Go ahead on D&D Beyond. You can add in Enochian amulets. Please be advised, as Merlin will even show you, to have the effect of the Enochian amulet, you have to attune to it.
Right.
So, spell slot wise, again, that's you and RJ. We're going to get to that for next time for that campaign. It's
What do
they
you give up?
will
What do you-
help again as you all attune to your
How do you
amulet.
spell that?
Enochian,
Like
E-N, yeah, like Enoch, Enoch,
Ah.
and then Enian, right? Enoch, Ian, Enochian.
I go over to Valka and I go, I think you have some jewelry to give your husband while you've been away.
Thank you.
And I drop the necklace and I just walk away like fully
I will
concussed.
say, actually, no, Adora. To give that again, you're not concussed here. Adora, back in the Third Age of the World, was concussed.
I was.
It's a
getting
very
drunk.
odd feeling to be like, and my nose is suddenly fine, and we're all good. Again,
Oh, and I'm slightly tipsy.
Minareth
like,
doesn't
I
have
drank half
mummy
of it.
rot. Like, no one has anything. It's just, and now you're here.
I guess, yeah, I just drop it in her hands.
Drop it in her hands. All of you have these amulets. As you attune, you notice, passively enough, Gabriel starts blinking. He can't see you. Can't hear you. You are invisible. So Minareth, to attune to it, you can just put it against him. He can't stop you because he doesn't even know you're there. Maybe this time literally.
You possibly just made that worse.
I know I did.
Oh man.
I
The DM
think
goes,
I
"How can I
actually
make
would
your
have done it
trauma worse?"
before.
So you would see.
Yeah, just because in Minareth's mind, it's like, that's permission? That's his blessing?
It's the,
Permission?
like, if he doesn't actively stop you, he's permitting it. Yeah. I
Considering
see.
the type of person Gabriel is, I'd say
Yeah.
yes. That is. I don't want to say that word because last
Um,
time, but that is his consent, basically, for
Consent.
it.
Terrifying.
But-
Minareth, as you do so, all of you watch. Gabriel just simply
This is child
nods.
support. Letting you tap tarot cards.
Prepare yourselves.
Gosh, your character's sad.
Now that heaven can't see you, they will double their efforts to find you. They may not be amiable. As your guardian angels can't see you, heaven can't find you, you are simply off the grid. As that's
I
where
think that
we'll...
before he full leaves, we are, at least I am gonna tell Gabriel, thank you for everything you've done, because I don't know when we're next gonna chance trying to contact, so it is that just thank
Gabriel
you.
can't just show up
Yeah.
until you reach out to him now. Again, you'll have to, and it's not that I won't be super. Well, first you have to unattune, then reattune. It's basically that you have to now make conscious effort to reach out to heaven
That
or
makes
hell.
sense.
As Gabriel kind of nods to the air where you all used to be, because for him you're gone. Merlin kind of on the back of Gabriel does a little click click with his heels into Gabriel's like, come on, to the others! Gabriel simply stops as he fades away. This is where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you all so very much for playing this Halloween horror one-shot.
That was
Thank
fun.
you all for listening, and I will gladly see you all next time.
That was so fun.